Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Top 4 Podcast and welcome to Monday Night Football. I'm your host for this evening. My name is Oscar. I'm joined by a Glazers out, McTominay out, wearing a Manchester United shirt. So I don't know if he's really Glazers out, but you hear me. Robinho, talk to me. What are you telling me?
Our season starts Saturday. After this, I could be like, yeah, it's calm.
Bro, you're also live in the game right now.
If Scott McTominay starts again for the rest of the game or the season, it's an automatic yellow card for Ten Hag. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm also joined by Mr. Liverpool fan. Very, very nervous for tonight's game. He needs to get his first 3 points. He needs to get his first W of the season. AD, what are you telling me?
Yeah, bro, we got to win, man. Like, if we don't, title race is lock off. I mean, if it's not already, yeah, man, we've got to get that finger out and make it happen, my bro.
AD, I don't know what's going on.
Salah's looking sharp, though.
You've got a small bit of background noise. I don't know what's going on. Actually, I think it's just gone now, you know? I don't know. Maybe that was just me. But anyway, we're joined by a very special guest, friend of the show, the greatest commentator in Top 4 Podcast history. Make some noise for Arsenal fan, Lola.
What's up? I'm not in a hateful mood so far this season, so it's calm.
Why not, man? Why not? We need the hatred to come.
Because mirror last season.
They're top of the league. That's why.
I'm ready to start hating. The
fact of the matter is, in comparison to last season, when that has 0 points at this point, you've got 9. I'll take it.
I hear you, man. Good start. We'll get on to Arsenal very, very soon. I'm sure Adrian will be very excited to talk about Arsenal as well, being his second team. But obviously, his first team are in action. Adrian, 2 minutes on the clock. Liverpool versus Manchester United. Obviously, everyone's watching. This is the live watch-along. Thoughts, man? What, are you confident? What are your thoughts on the team? The midfield's looking a bit... Big up to Har in the comments.
Yeah, midfield is looking dubious to say the very least, but yeah, I think we should have enough to ultimately beat this shower for crap that is this Man United team. Because normally I always come into especially last season, the 2 games last season, I came in with a little bit of fear, a little bit of trepidation. 5-0 at OT, 5-0 at Anfield. So I'd be happy for just a 2-0 today. But yeah, man, let's hopefully we can kickstart our season.
Raw. So you don't have anything about this United team under Ten Hag. There's nothing about it that makes you think they could do something to you today.
I'm gonna be real. As cliche as it sounds, like form and the levels of where a club is at, I think it goes out the window. Because I think even when Liverpool were deep down in the mires, it's funny because I feel like when United are up, Liverpool are crap, and then when Liverpool are up, United are crap. But I feel like when Liverpool are down in the mires. And even at our worst, we could always sort of nick a result against them. So yeah, obviously I've got that at the back of my mind. But realistically, we should be beating this lot. They're in transition. They don't know what they're doing.
Probably in the midfield.
Let's win on their parade.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. Before we go to Robin, I just want to read a comment. Shout out Mirad, who's in the comments. He says, Top 4 Podcast presented by Oscar, who introduces 2 other regular members and all their teams are not in the top 4. The irony. Technically, if we're going based off last season, Arsenal's not in the top 4. So I get the irony that you was going for there, but
the comments because Rob's there.
Huh?
If we're talking about last season, at least then it's like 2 people who aren't in top 4. If we're going by last one,
yeah. If we're going by this season, it's only you. It's only you in that top 4. So fair enough, man. Fair enough. Tahar says the midfield is giving.
I'm seeing Fulham in the top 4, so let's see.
Fulham and Brighton in them, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Tahar is talking about the game. He's saying that Liverpool's midfield is giving Brexit. Milner, Henderson, who's the other one? Harvey Elliott. Robin, does that fill you with any confidence that that's their midfield, that maybe you could get something out of it?
See, their midfield is meaty, but the rest of them are superior. So it is a very interesting game. Like, I get what Ten Hag has gone for. He's like, listen, I need to beat Liverpool on the rest. So he's gone for speed, like in all the areas. That's why you see Elanga starting. I was surprised that Martial was going to start. I thought he was going to get like 60 minutes and then swap because he's just come back from a hammy. But you can see he's literally gone for speed and just say, listen, I know I'm getting new players this week. I know Casemiro is coming in. So that's why I said this has to be Scott McTominay's last game ever. And we just got to see what happens. So far,
speaking of last game,
but it's early days.
Sorry, so speaking of last games, you mentioned McTominay now, Obviously, McTominay's playing. Casemiro is just signed, You've also just signed Lisandro Martinez. You've got Rafael Varane. Those are your back two. And my boy Harry Maguire is on the bench. Could it be the end for him?
Yeah, Chelsea want him. I said, when I heard the news that Chelsea are in for him, I said, name your price. I will drive him from Old Trafford via my house, because I'm not far from Stamford Bridge, give him some food from the mum, give him some love, and then drop him off. I'm all for it. So,
that's a long drive, though.
It's a long drive, but it's worth it.
Was he chipping in?
Name your price. Name your... Of course he is. You think that's a free... But name your price. I don't mind.
All right, cool. Taha saying, Oscar, you see these man hate on Cho when we lose him, when he's on the bench and we're winning and he's playing. Yeah, man. I don't even want to talk about Cho, man. Forget Cho. Baraka says, big up the mandem. Hey, it's different genders today, man. It's not just mandem. Well, big up you, Baraka. Taha says, ETH went from you play ball to we play PMP. I don't understand. Is he saying like pace and power now?
Yeah, basically like Rashford up top, Elanga. He's saying, we just got to blitz these guys, hopefully. Ain't got no time for no ticker, no tacker, no nothing.
If the fridge comes to the bridge, we'll jump off a bridge. Shout out to her, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, go on.
Unpopular opinion. I think Maguire would be solid in the back three,
I was going to say that,
Maguire is the scapegoat for Man United's problems. Let's be
real. It's not about scapegoat. It's just that
take him.
Maguire is a back
three.
Look.
I think he'll be perfect in the back three. Take him.
No, but it's true though.
Name your price.
All of his performances have been in the back three. He got bought from Leicester in the back three. For England, he's a back three. Like all of his top things like him in the back three.
Yeah, isn't that the case? Whenever people ask for Southgate to drop him, people always say the same things. Like, well, he's never let England down. It's like, whoa, the back three tax is strong.
Hefty, bro.
No, man, I think Chelsea played too much. We played too much with the ball. You don't really want Maguire on the ball like that. C1 is saying we want Webster if we don't get Fofana. Maguire is crap. Maguire is just as good as Webster. Maguire is just as good as Webster. Let's be real.
No, but at least Webster's got a bit of pace, though. Like if you want to, and he's a decent ball player as well. I don't know. I think it's tight still.
Murad is saying, why haven't we started singing Arsenal's praises? Because you beat a Bournemouth side that just got promoted. Relax, bro. Relax.
Murad, what was you know?
When we talk about Arsenal, we will get there. Don't worry. They've done good.
He wants to talk about the title challenge, not even the win this weekend, just the title challenge. He wants to go all the way, top of the league. And that. I feel you. Shout out. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oluwa Lola. They ain't no Oluwa here, man. They ain't no Oluwa here. Respectfully.
Yeah. I was like, I would have said Max.
I didn't even ask you, Lola. What are your thoughts on the game today? United versus Liverpool. What are you expecting? We're 9 minutes on the clock. It's been a bit even. Not much really going on.
I mean, I said it before. Like, I thought beforehand, even before I saw the lineups, I thought it's a bit. Now the side has started particularly well that I can see it wouldn't shock me if United got something out of the game. The lineups today, specifically the midfield of Liverpool. Yeah. I'm not going to be shocked if United gets on. I mean, look, the assumption is I say like 70% of me is saying this is a Liverpool win, right? But I think it was there because I don't know what going for Liverpool in it. Ooh. Oh, Atlanta's crap. Sorry.
Yeah. I've just seen that now, bro. So Manchester United have come the closest so far. Bruno Fernandes makes a tackle, last ditch tackle. Was it on Van Dijk that tackle?
I think so.
Was it on Van Dijk? Van Dijk.
That was Gomez.
Okay, it was Joe Gomez. Fair enough. But he lays the ball into Elanga. Elanga's got a free one-on-one chance with Alisson. He puts the ball around Alisson. Yeah, no, it was Joe Gomez, and then he hits the post. You're really thinking he should score that? Lola, do you think he should score?
I think he should. I think
Yeah.
it's like with,
No, he should. No, he should. He should. It should be 1-0.
Yeah,
It
it's
should
like-
be
Should
1-0.
score, man. He should score.
it's,
I want to give him some slack, but he literally has the opportunity.
And the thing is though, these are the things when you're facing Liverpool, you have to take a shot because Liverpool are gonna score.
You gotta take it, man.
They're gonna score. You gotta take it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
So that's what I'm.
Yeah. If Liverpool get that chance, it's going in.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. It's almost like not the exact same, but similar to when the
Taha says
That's
Elanga
funny.
plays like a speed. Oh, that is funny. He does play like speed, though. He does. That's his boy, though.
against Palace when he missed that one.
Yes.
It's like that. You kind of have to score it.
No, but that Martinelli one was a sitter.
No,
You're 2 yards out.
but you're telling me Elanga can't score that? That was
No, he should have scored. He should have scored.
Yeah, I'm looking at this replay again, and I'm just like, Elanga. That's 1-0. That's 1-0.
That's the kind of chance that, when you lose 5-0, you look back on that one, you're like, rah. Could have went 1-0 up, man.
Different game. I remember when Bruno missed when we slapped them 5-0 at OT.
Yeah. It always happens, bro. It always happens.
Always happens.
You always get that one miss and you're like, right, if that goal went in, the game would have been different.
Complexion.
How are you feeling, Adrian, though, so far, looking at this game for Liverpool?
You know what?
Just looking at the first 10 minutes.
I think midfield could be where the game is not won from a Liverpool perspective, and it feels like a bit of a broken record. But when Thiago's out of that midfield, look at the quality. Look at what we're calling him. 36-year-old James Milner, Jordan Henderson, who's rapidly declining, and a 19-year-old Harvey Elliott, who looks lively this season, but it's not ideal when you're going against Man City.
Do you believe Klopp's words? Do you believe in Klopp's words when he says that he's happy with the midfield? He doesn't really want to look unless Naby Keita gets sold, for example. Doesn't that not worry you?
I told you, Jurgen Klopp, he's an auntie and uncle keeps flying out to link his other wife for 6 months of the year. Like, he'll tell you he's happy, but he's not happy deep down.
Wow.
And ultimately, his hands are tied because what can you do? What can you do? I do think part of it is Liverpool.
You're trying to move past it.
No, but it's true. It's true. He's not happy.
I just deeped it. I was just like, raw.
I do think that part of it is, if you look at what Liverpool done with, your likes of your Van Dijks, your Alissons or whatever, they do like to wait until the right players in the market, and if the right players are necessarily there, obviously they won't pull the trigger. But at the same time, I sit there and I think to myself, it doesn't take a lot to improve this midfield, surely. Even if it's a stopgap player for a season or two, just to add some depth. I don't think Basuma, for instance, would have been perfect, but hey ho.
Yeah, it's
Caicedo's still available, so no one's gone for him.
Not available though. He's like, you will pay Brighton what they want you to pay, and you're not getting.
Who's not available?
Yeah, but no, Caicedo's available. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, now he's not available.
If there's one thing I've learned about this transfer window, everyone's like, if you pay the P's, you get the player, and everyone's just afraid to pay the P's.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, with Brighton, they had no reason to sell. So
but I think like more than ever this transfer window, like every team is like going for a reasonable price, and then whoever's selling has like quadrupled it.
I don't know what this is. What this is me is. I think he was halfway through last season. This is his first season. He's a very good young talent. Brighton have zero reason. So when I say it's like he's available, like people are available, but unless you give Brighton what they want, he's not available for you.
Yeah.
This is why I really have a lot of respect for Sir Alex Ferguson, because if you look at his tenure, like when he won so many Premier League titles, there was always periods of time where Man United just needed a little boost to their squad, and he wouldn't go pick a world-class player. He would go pick like, oh my goodness, it's 1-0 Manchester United. Oh my gosh.
Don't tell me he scored.
I won't tell you who scored. But you'll be happy to see it. Let's put it that way. Oh my goodness. Liverpool. What is going on? What is going on at Liverpool?
Do you know what's annoying? Fantasy points. Like, I thought Liverpool was going to pam us. So I put bare Liverpool dons. I even took all the Manchester United
Oh
dons
my
out. I was like,
gosh. Milner is screaming at Van Dijk. Oh my goodness. This is a madness.
it's the person that I took out fancy.
Hey, this
Jadon
is insane.
Sancho.
1-0 Manchester United, yeah. It's a ball into the box from Elanga. It comes to Sancho. Sancho has like an hour on the ball. He spins Milner and then he just slots it into the bottom corner. And for some reason, James Milner is furious at Van Dijk after the goal. I think he's saying, why is Van Dijk not engaging? Why is Van Dijk not coming out?
This week, I've had a stinker on fantasy, man.
The composure from Jadon Sancho, though. Can we talk about it?
If you look at Van Dijk's positioning for when Sancho's taking 2,000 years on the ball,
What's Van Dijk doing?
He's doing his usual watcher on the wall thing without actually.
Why is he jockeying?
Because what he does is what he is.
No, but I get it. But now we have to score again. We have to score again because Liverpool will come back. We need at least 2.
This is anything.
He's had enough.
He's had enough. No. It's not over. It's what? It's 15 minutes.
Adrian, I don't know what it is, but you've got a bit of background noise, so I'm gonna mute you when you're not talking. Yeah, I think you've got like a fan on in your room or something. But yeah, Lola, go on, carry on.
I was saying, look how close Van Dijk was to actually blocking that. Like if he was actually being active, he blocked.
He didn't move. He stood still. He stood still for about 3 seconds.
And I think Sancho was literally pirouetting. You had bare time.
Bro, Sancho's on this ball for about a minute.
Looking at this
in
now,
the middle of Liverpool's box.
We had time.
In the middle of Liverpool's box. Taha says Milner's had enough of Virgil van Delegate. Yeah, that's crazy. Baraka says Milner's pissed. Bro, the way Milner was screaming at Van Dijk, I've never seen anyone do that. He's the leader of the group today. Clearly. Yeah, Virgil van Delegate is catching slander.
No, Sancho had time. But yeah, now we have to score again because it's no Liverpool and no Manchester United. We will switch off. We still have the bozo in us that will just let the front lot go ahead. Diaz is still a threat. Salah's always Salah. Firmino, how are you feeling about Firmino this season, Adrian?
I think Firmino's a player that's been on the decline, but I think it was too we could have let him go this summer. Obviously Darwin is an unknown. Look, he showed it. He showed himself last week against Palace. He's an unknown entity. You need Firmino's experience and what he brings, sort of link-up play. We needed that as well. So yeah, it is what it is with Bobby. Like he's all right, but he's not what he used to be maybe 4 or 5 seasons ago now.
United.
It's a good difference.
He's stressed. I'm stressed.
Man. You're leaning back. You said the season starts on Saturday. I think it's starting right now, Robin.
No. If we get 3 points, it's a bonus. It's a bonus.
Yeah, but the season. Stop it. The season starts today if you win today, Robin.
No.
Come on. What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
What do you mean no? The last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you
gotta start. You gotta start somewhere, innit? The Ten-Hag era has to begin at some point.
Yeah,
Manchester United have not scored a goal this season that was one of their own players.
Guess what? That's goal of the month.
That's Man United's goal of the month. Yeah, because it's the only goal scored by a Man United player. Murad says VVD is focused about his stats. He doesn't want to be eaten 1v1. He wants to stay on the side that he's never been beaten.
Yes.
Oh, what? Nicolas Pepe? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just saying the facts. There's another player. There's someone else as well. I can't remember who it was. But
it happens once every 4 seasons.
It's not like a thing where you about that.
Yeah, because there was that conversation about the Crystal Palace game. We were watching it live here on the podcast. But Wilfred Zaha's goal, he doesn't engage with Zaha, and there was a conversation on the timeline about whether did he do that on purpose, or was it good defending? Was it the right decision to make? But either way, Zaha slotted their bottom corner.
It definitely wasn't good defending.
You don't think it was?
Man was staring at him again.
He scored.
Yeah, but sometimes, what can you do if you're playing a high line? The guy's faster than you. It's not necessarily bad defending. What can you do if you?
I keep it a buck. I feel like there's a potential that Van Dijk can get to that ball if he slides in, but obviously that's not the Van Dijk way, isn't it? And I think the agenda is, well, if he does come sliding in, Zaha nicks it past him and just slaps it in anyway. So Van Dijk doesn't want to dirty his stats. So I don't know, man. But he looks ropey.
Right,
He looks ropey opening.
All I'm
Can't
saying, Adrian, if Liverpool don't win today, I got a tweet loaded, man. I got a tweet loaded. I'm catching material already.
I know the clip. I know the clip.
Man has drafts, man.
Yeah, man, I got drafts. Yes, Zaha says
Prem?
Eric Ten Hag has. Yeah, bro, I was ready to talk about Chelsea, but this game just sprung into life at the wrong time, or the right time, shall I say? Yeah, but obviously, if anything happens in this game, we can interrupt it and come back to the game. But obviously, the big story of the weekend was on Sunday afternoon. Chelsea took a trip to Ellen Road and got absolutely slapped.
Any events about Chelsea for Sunday in the afternoon?
My Apple Watch had something to say about that. But, no. Chelsea got slapped on the weekend. Shout out Murad. He's obviously happy about that. Where do I even begin with Chelsea? Yeah.
Them Americans, yeah, they came.
Bro, I've been screaming. Jesse Marsh is gonna do a madness this season. Yeah. Little did I know he's gonna slap my own club in the head. I genuinely thought we was winning. Like, I can't lie, guys. I'm very pessimistic.
Before you give your thoughts, I want to just put something on. I thought, and before I'm not speaking on behalf of Chelsea fans, I thought Chelsea fans were focusing on the wrong thing. I think you guys had loads of chances to put the game away. But I think your issue, and this is from my point of view, just for this specific game, I'm not talking about Chelsea in general, this specific game, I just thought your passing decisions were poor from the back. And that's what cost you highly. Nothing to do with the creativity, nothing to do, because you were creating chances. You even had a goal, but Sterling was just offside. But honestly, I think your back line was just not focused, not one bit. And that's what's coming from me while I got out that game. And Leeds just pounced.
I'm glad you said that, because to some extent I do agree. I don't think we created chances, but I definitely think we should have done better in the final third when we had the ball there, especially in the first half. Yeah, my issue is when I watch Chelsea, I saw all the issues I see when I watch Chelsea week to week. Like the passing is poor, the movement is poor, the chemistry between the players is just not there. And I had an issue particularly with Thomas Tuchel for the areas that he's putting players in. Yeah, for example, first things first. Why is Reece James playing right centre back? Like, Reece James is arguably our best attacker, and he's playing in the back line where he can't affect the attack. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Second of all, why is Conor Gallagher playing in the pivot? Shout out to Assad. Assad says Gallagher is so mid. These Cobham sexuals are ruining our club. I don't want to go on. I don't want to talk about Cobham sexuals. Big up Ernest, who's just arrived in the building. I don't know if he's on here because his camera's not on, but.
Oscar, I'm meeting, so I'm gonna let you guys chat.
Cool. But when you're done eating, I need to hear your thoughts, man. Man United 1-0 up, so we're gonna obviously talk about that. Yeah. So I'm saying about Chelsea. Yeah, I feel like Thomas Tuchel's playing players in the wrong position. Conor Gallagher in the midfield, in the midfield pivot with Jorginho, like. That's just not getting the best of his abilities. Like what's
his best position? Because I don't watch the brother, so
like he like I would say you play Connor in a midfield 3, and he's the most attacking 8. Like he's the furthest forward 8, because obviously he's a threat, he's a goal threat in the box. He can score a goal, and he's a chaser. Like so, he'll chase the ball down. He's very good at the press, but when it comes to on the ball, like passing and moving forward, he's mediocre. He might as well be Scott McTominay with the ball. And Chelsea keep the ball all the time. So Jorginho can do that. Cover can do that. Bro, Conor Gallagher cannot do that. So I don't really. Ooh, good free kick from Manchester United. Almost a goal. Yeah, but I don't really understand why he did that. Obviously, you guys know I have my issues with Mason Mount in the front 3. I just don't think it makes sense. I asked
in the group chat, who was your number 9, Mason Mount or Kai Havertz? Because I was so confused.
I think Havertz and Mount were trying to do the fluidity hype. They were interchanging. They were doing their thing. So it was that. But to what you were saying in the beginning, Robin, all of those issues I've just mentioned, I don't necessarily think that's where we lost the game. I think those are bad, and I think that we need to change those things because they're reoccurring issues that happen every week. But where we lost the game is Edouard Mendy's lapse in concentration As a manager,
Hey,
like, what do you do when the ball is with your keeper and
I
he just
know,
decides, I'm not
I
going to
know
clear
for
it?
sure. I know for sure when Peter saw that, he laughed.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure. I know Peter laughed. I know Peter laughed because let's be real, like Mendy's been off form for a minute. He's been off form for a long time. Assad said, and Mendy was right. Was Peter right about African goalkeepers? This man has been sus for a hot minute. I don't want to say Peter was right about African goalkeepers. I really don't. But when it comes to Mendy, I don't think anyone has ever, well, any of us anyway, I think Chelsea fans have definitely got carried away. But I don't think any of us have ever gone to the point and been like, yo, Mendy's a world-class goalkeeper. Like, this is a keeper we signed for 20 million. He was what?
I beg to differ. I feel like bare Chelsea fans are called Mendy a world-class goalkeeper.
Yeah, no. I said none of us have got carried away. Chelsea fans have got carried away. I'm saying because I feel like on Top 4 Podcast we have level-headed conversations. Yeah, if I take what's going on the timeline and I bring it here, we'll be here for a long day. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of Chelsea fans that are calling Mendy world-class. I'm saying here in this conversation, if I said Mendy was world-class, I know a lot of you would come at me and say, no, he's not. And you'd be right in doing that because he's not at that level. But I think what's throwing people off is that we signed a stopgap goalkeeper for just under £20 million and he won us the Champions League. So it's like, we have to laud him now. And the same thing is, he won the AFCON for his nation. So he's done great things. He's played well, but he's never been that elite level. And when he makes mistakes like he made in this game, the same type of mistake he made against Real Madrid, this is what's costing us 3 points. This is what's costing us. So I can be mad at Tuchel's team selection all I want. I can be mad at the players for not creating enough chances. But you're never going to win games if you're giving away stupid goals like that. You are never going to win games. And this was the same reason. Bro, this is the reason I was getting onto David De Gea all of last week and the week before. Because I was just saying, Man United are not going to progress with a goalkeeper like this. I got onto Arsenal when they had Leno because I felt like the same thing was happening. I didn't even need to get onto Liverpool because as soon as Karius did that madness, they splashed a bag on Alisson and said, let's keep it stepping. So I was delighted when Chelsea did the same thing to Kepa and said, you're gone. We got a keeper in that seems solid. He's now no longer looking solid. He's now the root of problems. Big problems. He's the reason we did. He's the reason we went out of the Champions League, and he's the reason that we've lost 3 points against Leeds. The second goal as well is a stupid set piece, like a ridiculous set piece. So can I really be so mad about the setup and how we played and the players that came on? You guys know, man. I've had this warning shot for Tuchel for a long time, man. I've been ready to release it, and a lot of Chelsea fans have released it this weekend. Yeah, a lot of Chelsea fans.
Are you officially? Took?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, I'm not Tuchel out right now simply because I look at the game, and if I take away my emotion from it, I think we set up poorly. Yes. But the poor setup was not the reason for us losing the game. The reason we lost the game is because Mendy gives a ball away and a set piece goal, just like we conceded a set piece against Tottenham. Like, we're 2-0 down in half an hour and we couldn't recover from that. We didn't have the mentality to recover from that. So as much as I would love to go at Thomas Tuchel, in the first 20 minutes of the game, we were the better team. Like Adrian said, like Robin, you were saying we created chances. We were the better team. But I feel like I've been talking for a while. So let me read some comments. I've missed a lot of comments. And then I want to hear what you guys have to say. Shout out to Baraka. He says, Oscar, we got soccered yesterday. Shout out to Jesse Marsh and Amanda. Even Aronson scored, which as an American, I'm happy about. It was off a Mendy howler, which was easily avoidable. Gallagher in the pivot is not it. Bro, Gallagher in the pivot, I don't know if you guys saw this preseason game where Chelsea got slapped by Arsenal. We played the Gallagher-Jorginho pivot. And the moment I saw the team sheet, I said, we're doing it again. We're doing it again. Gallagher was getting run ragged in the midfield. It was disgraceful. Tahar says, Oscar, the problem with us is we don't create enough. We missed a few chances and that gets highlighted. Yeah, Robin, this is more so my grievance with that. I feel like Chelsea missed one chance and we spend the whole game talking about the one chance that we missed. And it's like, well, if you create 4 chances, you can miss 2 and score 2. Do you know what I mean? I know those numbers are off, but if we create more chances, you can afford to miss some. That's basically the point I'm making. But yeah, what are you lot saying, man? Adrian, you got any thoughts on Chelsea's howler?
Bro, like I hear what you're saying, like with regards to ultimately, it's mistakes that killed you lot, innit? But at the same time, I think just look at Chelsea. It's like what the hell's Tuchel playing at?
Okay.
It's like he's trying to mash this hybrid thing, but then he's got Gallagher in the pivot, but then he's playing Reece James right centre back, and then what's going on up top is a complete and utter disgrace. And you sit there and you think to yourself, hang on a minute, what? Is this the Chelsea side that are meant to, if not challenge for the top four, at least knock on the door with regards to a title race? Hell no. Obviously we know Raheem Sterling, and we know what he thrives in. And to be fair, you did actually say that you weren't too sure on him coming for the facts that Chelsea don't create an abundance of chances, and for someone like Raheem Sterling, he needs, like, for him to thrive and succeed and to eat, he needs an abundance of chances. You even mentioned the whole, if you create 4 chances and you score 2, you've had a decent game. Yeah, so I don't know. I think Chelsea's weird. I think for me personally, it comes for me. I think the problem starts with in midfield. I don't think you've got a midfield good enough to play a midfield 3 and give yourselves a bit more in attack. And I think what you're finding is that your whole team is just stifled. Like if you had a proper 6, i.e. Frankie De Jong, maybe, I think you'll start to see a bit more fluidity, a bit more bit more better patterns of play, and ultimately Chelsea will be creating an awful lot more chances. But at the moment, but it's just looking meaty, my guy. It's just looking meaty. Like, you can't be relying on your fullbacks to be your main attacking outlets in big 2022. The Chelsea Football Club, for crying out loud. So yeah, if Tuchel don't get it right and it continues in this fashion, it's going to cost him his job.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you think he deserves a yellow, Oscar, or is he just still play Tuchel?
It depends on how you want to look at it. Like, my issue with Tuchel is I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I don't see.
Concerning.
Yeah, very concerning. It's very concerning. I don't see what he's trying to do. I constantly see him make decisions, and I'm like, why have you made that decision? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why are you like? We had Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is a central midfielder, who played well in central midfield for Chelsea last season in a few games here and there. You've discarded Billy Gilmore, who is, in my opinion, a quality young player that can play in a midfield pivot when we don't have Cover or Kante. Why you've decided not to play, guys? Billy Gilmore does not have a squad number at Chelsea. He's with the reserve team. Yeah, you've decided to bring in Conor Gallagher, who made a name for himself at Palace from scoring goals. No one was talking about Conor Gallagher dominating midfield and controlling the game. No one was ever saying that. He was scoring goals, he was pressing. Why do you think he's going to sit next to Jorginho and we're going to play nice football with that? Like, that, it doesn't make any sense to me. So when I look at what Thomas Tuchel's done in his pedigree and what he's won at this club in such a short time, I have to respect him and I have to give him his time. Yeah. But if you ask me, do I envision Chelsea doing something good under Thomas Tuchel? For the moment, I don't. And those that do, the Chelsea fans that tell me, yes, this is the guy, they all tell me you must sell Havertz, you must get rid of Mount, you must get rid of Jorginho, you must get rid of 10 players and bring in all the 10 players that Tuchel wants in order for something good to happen. I'm sorry, that's not management, guys. That's not management. That's not how it works. You've come in this summer, you spent over 100 million. I should see improvements in the team. Why am I seeing the same mistakes I saw last season? You've got a whole new back line. Why are we conceding 3? Why?
Why do you speak of a wing back, by the way?
Here we are. Here we are. I was at Ernest's barbershop, yeah? I was getting my hair cut, yeah? We were talking about Ruben Loftus-Cheek as a right wing back. I said to Ernest, you know, Tuchel played Ruben Loftus-Cheek right wing back at the Bernabeu. We went to Spain at the Bernabeu and Ruben Loftus-Cheek played right wing back. And people were saying to me, oh no, but he had a good game, so it's okay. Yeah, he had a good game against Spurs. It don't matter. The fact is, when we come to Leeds, you realise this guy's not a right wing back. And we're getting exposed. And our right side was non-existent. Mason Mount was doing niche. Ruben Loftus-Cheek was doing niche. There was one point in the first half where the ball makes its way to Ruben. And I said, if that's Reece James, he laces it top bins. We're 1-0 up. Simple. It fell to Ruben. Ruben doesn't want to shoot. Ruben wants to cut inside. Ruben wants to take pictures. Ruben wants to do whatever. You know what I mean? it's a long day. Guys, I'm fed up with Chelsea, man. I'm so fed up.
I asked it because I was wondering, because like, I have this whole thing about why managers try and force players into positions that's not theirs. If you have Reece James, who is a right back or right wing back, yes, he can play centre back, but he's your best, as aside as it is, he's your best attacking outlet. Why are you putting him in centre back? Like he's a wing back. Do you not have? You tell me this. Do you only have 2 centre backs at your club?
The center. Well, because we play 3, so he uses fullbacks as centre backs.
No, but I'm saying the centre backs you have at your club. How many do you have?
We have Koulibaly. We have Chalobah.
I forgot about him. We need to talk about him. We need to talk about him.
We have.
That's my point. Then is he injured?
Chalobah's on the bench. He wasn't injured.
Why is he not starting? Because that's what I don't get. Because we put Loftus Cheek. Yes, he had a good game against Spurs, but he's not a wing back.
He's not a wing
The
back.
best attacking outlet, arguably your best player for whoever. You want to put him in the most popular position now. Why is he centre back? I have Chalobah there, who is a centre back.
Yeah.
He can play in the back. So I don't see why you're trying to force Loftus Cheek to be a fullback, to be a wing back when you have one who's better at it, and that way you don't have to put freaking Gallagher in the midfield.
100%.
It made no sense.
Murad says the same thing. He says square pegs and round holes. Like Tuchel doesn't know what he's doing with those players, and like the talent ID of it all, it scares me, man. It scares me. Like the decision making, like that Gallagher decision to play him there, ludicrous to me. The right wing back situation. Why are you constantly trying to force people into right wing back that don't naturally play there? I don't understand it at all. We were trying to go in for Rafinha, and one of the reasons Rafinha was apprehensive about coming to Chelsea is because he was going to play right wing back. We're linked with Anthony Gordon, and every time I speak to a Chelsea fan who tries to justify why we should sign Anthony Gordon for 50 million, they say to me, because he can play right wing back. I said, he's never played right wing back for Everton.
Oscar,
not once.
Dive in, please. Dive in.
Why would you pay 50 million to play a player who's not played right wing back? Like, I don't understand why Tuchel does this.
Please
don't
sign
want
Anthony
run.
Gordon. Please sign him. Please.
Please. I want him. I want you and Maguire. Both of them. Just take them. I want to see.
Look, it's banter way, yeah, but I can understand Maguire. I can. Like, we can banter it. I can understand Maguire. The Gordon thing, for the amount of money I'm hearing, is shameful.
It's ludicrous.
Yeah, it's literally the equivalent of what Everton did when they bought McNeil from Birmingham and Relegate. The same situation. You buy nonsense bucks, unnecessary money for a player who is not worth it. Come to your club for what?
This is even worse.
I disagree. I think McNeil is a better signing than Anthony Gordon.
For no reason. He's not that deep. He's not that good. He's a meh player who maybe can give you a hard work thing as a fullback.
Yeah.
Winger, what has he shown since he's been there? What did he show for the last 2.5 at Burnley? I like him. He's a good kid, but he's nothing special about him. The money that Everton paid for him was a nonsense and overpay. It's the equivalent of what, if you get Gordon, it's literally the equivalent of Chelsea's paying money for what? Because of what? Because what's Gordon? What is he? Like, he's a bit of a hardware. He's got a bit of small tech-ish there, but nowhere near the money you're going to pay for.
I said to somebody this week, Anthony Gordon is 3 seasons away from a move away from Everton. Like, he needs to perform well at Everton for 3 seasons before he earns a move up. And that's not even a move to a Champions League club. Just a move that's better than Everton. Do you know what I mean? He's not that good. Like, he's not proven enough to be that good. Like, I've always rated him. I thought he's a good player. Like, he's technical on the ball. He does what the manager does. He's a nice player. I don't hate him at all.
That's the thing. He's fine. Stay where you are.
But Chelsea are trying to challenge for league titles and win Champions Leagues. Why are you signing Anthony Gordon? Come on, like. As a manager, like, come on. This is what I mean by I don't get what Tuchel's doing. I don't understand it. So I don't want to come here and be disrespectful to this guy who's actually won stuff, but I can't see the vision. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Koulibaly getting spun?
In a second. We'll get. Yeah, for sure. Taha says, Tuchel got to be questioned. Reece at centre-back. A pivot of Gallagher and J5 when you have Ruben Loftus-Cheek here. Gilmore in the under-15s. Man, a box-to-box and an inside forward and a guy who can't finish up front. Yeah, man. Let's...
Ampadu.
Huh?
Have you saw Ampadu?
Ampadu was on the bench.
Yeah.
Ampadu was on the bench. But Ampadu shouldn't play for Chelsea either. I don't think he's good.
Like that, I'm looking at players.
I don't think he's good enough.
Yeah, the defensive thing. I'm just curious.
Taha says, I feel like Mendy, Mount, Havertz, and Tuchel are all too comfortable. That's a fantastic point. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Tuchel does feel the pressure a little bit, but the rest of these guys are very, very comfortable in their positions. Mason Mount has done nothing for 3 games this season. You know what I mean? He was all right against Spurs. Other than that, I ain't really seeing much. But yeah, let's talk about who Lola wants to talk about. In the first half, early in the game, Koulibaly gets spun by Aronson, yeah. And I'm looking at the landscape. I'm looking at the situation in front of me, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, Liverpool just hit the post. Very, very close chance there. But it's a madness going on there. It's a madness going on at the back for Man United. Corner kick not dealt with perfectly at all. But going back to Koulibaly, bro, this guy got spun, yeah. Aronson is running at Thiago Silva. I'm looking at him like, bro, he's not going to score. He's not going to score. Koulibaly grabs him, pulls him down. Obviously, yellow card. Early. I'm sat watching the game with my brother like, bruh, there's no need to get a yellow card that early in the game. Second half, same thing. Was it Aronson or was it someone else? I think it was someone else's throw on goal. Maybe Geldhart this time. Through on goal. Again, Koulibaly, like it wasn't like he was going through. It's not like he's going through on goal. Like he was going to the left. Like it was good. There was time to recover. He just pulled him down. You're on a card.
Like. So funny because you were 3-0 down anyway, and I think the game was basically over. It's just like
if we lost 4-0 and we take Koulibaly into the next game, I would have been like, cool. I'd rather lose.
It made me laugh at his face when the ref brought it out. I was like, why are you looking upset? Look what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, Murad says Koulibaly with the bozo gene. Do you know what it is? I'm giving him leeway because he's new. Yeah. And I think he's very good. Like I think he's very, very good. But
that performance just kind of spun back to the performance that I remember watching when we played Napoli. And I went into that game fearing Koulibaly, and then I saw Lacazette treat him like a dog. It was hilarious.
But you know what it is? I don't even think he had a bad game, really. Outside of those 2 horrible bozo moments, I think he was all right.
Yeah, but you can't. Because he's got red cards, you can't ignore it.
You can't. Yeah, it's like me saying Mendy played all right. It's like you cost us the game. Like, how can I say you played all right? Like you did one mistake ruins everything else you've done for the other 90 minutes. Baraka says Chalobah at right centre back, Reece at right wing back would have been better. So much better. You like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He doesn't give us the security on the ball, and especially with Mount ahead of him, the 2 of them, they were like pinballs. They couldn't hold on to it. The only time we held on to the ball was down the left with Cucurella. That was it, bro. Like we were shocking. Taha says Thiago Silva got spun by West Brom as well. Stuff happens. Yeah, man, it happens. Bro, he got spun by West Brom twice, man. They twanged him. Baraka said Tuchel thinks everyone in the squad is a Swiss Army knife. Wow, what a phrase. So
and guess what? Bear man are just pencils. Brother, no versatility, no potency, no sharpness. I'm telling you.
But you can write with a pencil, you know what I mean? Like we're not even getting lyrics out of these guys. We're not even getting anything written. Yeah, Tar says it was already 3-0. What's the point? Tuchel would sign De Jong playing false 9 or something like that. Yeah, that's where I'm at with Thomas Tuchel, man. The whole misprofiling of players, the whole playing players in the wrong position. I ain't really with that. Like I don't really see.
Let's base it on like who you're linked to kind of bring in Aubameyang, who I still love. How is he gonna fit? Like, what's he gonna do in like the Chelsea way you guys play? That's what I was, because I have this whole thing where more time if you give Aubameyang chances, whether or not we kind of people rate him or not, you'll clap him if you give him that the opportunity to do so, even at his age. But situations can go wrong, whatever, emotional, whatever. But like, I'm trying to look at how Chelsea attack and play, and all your attackers don't seem to kind of feed well or like feed off of anything at your club. It tends to be like they do it on their own if it happens. If not, it's everyone else gets the kind of the service. So your defenders and everyone looks good, but your attackers don't. So I'm just kind of curious. Aubameyang, who was very, very, very much so service reliant, how's it going to work?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. We don't create anything. We don't serve anyone in our team. So to talk about a player being service reliant is just, I think Aubameyang is less service reliant than some of the bums we have up front. Aubameyang can create stuff from his own. Aubameyang can score. How can you put it? Aubameyang can score chances that are low XG, if that makes sense. Like he can bang one from outside the box. He can finish at a tight angle. Like he's cold. He's deadly like that. So he is better than what we've got. But I don't think Aubameyang coming into our team changes the way we play enough for me to say, yes, this is going to bring a drastic improvement. I think he'll be our top goal scorer at the end of the season. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But will we play better as a team? Maybe he gets us out of trouble. Maybe a game like Leeds, he scores the opener and we're not fighting like we were. Do you know what I mean? Maybe. Yeah, Murad says he sees Oba wearing the yellow of Dortmund. He's not that guy anymore. Can I ask you, man, what do you think has changed in Aubameyang's game? Because obviously he did go to Barcelona in January and he clapped goals out there. Is his time at Arsenal, the back end of his time at Arsenal, where he was really, really stinking, is that an accurate representation of who he is now?
Well,
Has his game
if we look at the all
decreased?
or nothing thing, you can tell that of all the stuff that happened, he didn't want to play for Arsenal anymore. He didn't want to play for Arteta, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think on with Arteta affected a lot of things. So also the kind of rapid change in how we play. I think Aubameyang has got more to. I think people think Aubameyang is some one-note guy who can only run in behind, which tells me, well, you've never actually probably watched him. You haven't watched him for a while. He can do more stuff, but he is still primarily a service-reliant thing. He can occasionally do a random goal here or there, that kind of like out of nowhere type of thing. But he is still a case of like, you have to feed me. He can link up. People pretend like he can't do it at all, but he can do it. It's just not like his like strong. It's not his strongest attribute, but he can do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the link up is there. There's something to work with, and with a player like Raheem Sterling, I feel like the two of them can combine a little bit. Like they can do something. Adrian, you're shaking your head. No. Oh, one sec, you're muted. Oh, bro, you're muted.
It's tepid, man. It's tepid. Not creating nothing really. It's dead.
Well, I'm looking at this game, and we're about to go to half time. Martinez and Varane have been good at the back. Those two are the ones that actually doing their job.
That's Maguire's done. It's them two.
Rob is drinking the Kool-Aid, yeah?
Darwin's a sicko, man. This game was perfect for him.
No. I was thinking I don't want to face him, but he's not here, so it's good.
His stupidity has got to. I mean, we don't know. Second half is coming, but
yeah, it's like for half time though. The half time.
Good. Manchester United won, Liverpool 0. Not many people would have predicted this.
No. I was thinking it was 4-0. I think it was going to be 4-0 at half time.
It will be 4-0 at half time. This, Adrian, are you worried about how Liverpool are performing? It feels like every game is a little bit meh.
I mean, for me, I mean, you mentioned it with the Fergie thing. It's like sometimes you need just a spritz, you need a renovation. I'm sorry, like James Milner is starting games for us at 36 years of age against Man United. Is like for me, you almost run out of words. Like it's almost beyond description about how stupid that is and how bad of a planning job that is. And ultimately, it's going to bite you in the backside because
100.
Thiago's done for however long he's done for, and the midfielder just looking meaty. It's looking incredibly meaty. Fabinho, by the way, he started the season horribly. He's playing like he's got flu. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he needs to grow his hair out or something, or go back to a favela just to find himself again. But he's looking weird, man. He needs to sort that out. But yeah, man, our two best midfielders aren't available at the moment, and this is what's happening.
So
is Fabinho injured, like proper?
Yeah,
I think he's on the bench.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he got dropped still. Hold on.
Wow, but he was thinking up though, wasn't he?
No, but respectfully, I'm sorry, you can't be Weston Milner. I don't care. You play him.
Yeah,
hey man,
Milner shouldn't be playing. Like,
hey guys,
2022.
What we've seen today, Milner's the leader of the group, man. Milner took Van Dijk and screamed in his face. I've never seen nothing like it.
I respect it though. No, it needs to happen because that was complete and utter BS. What Van Dijk done? It was complete and utter BS. If it was Gomez,
I'm looking at the goal again.
I'd pull it out.
I'm looking at the goal again. I'm like, Sancho had space. Like he was just dancing in the ball.
He had an hour. Like he had an hour in the box to just do what he wanted.
Do you know what he could have done? By the time Van Dijk could have gotten to him, Sancho could have left Old Trafford, gone to Manchester City Council, applied for planning permission, come back to the stadium, started building works, and actually fixed Old Trafford by the time Van Dijk had.
Man said fix the leaky faucet in the top, yeah.
No, Van Dijk was taking a mick, man. Like he's my guy. I've got to call it out. If that was
Yeah,
anybody
man.
else on the planet, I'd be furious.
Like he let Sancho turn, move, pick his corner, and the thing is, Sancho didn't even blast the ball. Like he passed it into the net.
That's another thing. Because fair enough, let's say, okay, fair enough. Like Van Dijk he stepped back to try and block the ball. What sort of attempt of a block was that? Honestly,
bro.
honestly,
Shout out Peter, man. Obviously, he's going to be joining us soon. He says Liverpool are in big trouble.
Yeah.
Big trouble.
But I'm still annoyed at Elanga for not putting it away because in theory it should be 2-0.
Yeah.
And I think it can come back to bite us. So we need to score like ASAP.
You might have luck on your side because look at that corner where Bruno just tried to score for Liverpool. And it didn't go in.
I saw it. I said I'm not going to talk about it.
I thought because I said when it happened, it hit the post, bro. It hit Martinez. Like I didn't even know.
Martinez up there. That's 1-1.
Murad says Virgil van Dijk has lost his name, reputation, status. All hail the Mbappe of defenders. Saliba. Yo, we're gonna get on to William Saliba, right? We're gonna get to him. Don't you worry. David,
do you know what's funny?
At the moment. What are you saying, Adrian?
I was just gonna say what's funny is that I actually call Saliba a young Van Dijk. Like if Saliba's got all the minerals to I don't want to say to be as good as Van Dijk, but he's got the tools. Whatever building he decides to make when he's 28, 29, 30, that's up to him. But the kid is a thoroughbred. He's got
when they were building defenders, yeah,
brother,
they used Saliba as the model, as the base.
Saliba's a prototype.
Everything else is falling short.
I can't lie.
Saliba's a prototype.
If he carries on like this, he won't be at Arsenal for long. I will say that.
Hey,
the reason I say it,
Robin, that's his boy club. They got pictures of him wearing.
But as soon as Don Perez and them man come along, it's a bit sticky still.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll get.
That's how much I rate him. I think he's good. I think he's very good.
And from when I've seen rivals at in Real Madrid and Barcelona for games against. It's good. I'm just saying it because everyone will come on to Arsenal. We'll get into it, about beating these teams, but it's not me who's hatting up to come and take Saliba, even though we're playing with beating these teams.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you shouldn't have told me about that. I might start getting some tweets up, man. I might hit up my boys at Barcelona, the ones that been stealing on my transfer target. Yeah, man. A shout out Gerard Romeu, that guy, bro. That guy broke my heart this week at this window, bro. Murad says bye yo to the love of my life. Yeah, man. It's sad when the Giants come and take your players, but you know Arsenal don't have to worry about that. It's early days, man. It's early days. They've only seen 3 games. The crowd is singing his name. It's happy days, man. It's happy days.
Leave Arsenal to later.
Yeah, we'll come to it.
I was gonna say with the Liverpool one, but from when I saw that it was way earlier in the window, when I saw that apparently Liverpool had been done for the window, I said you're nuts because your midfield has got players who are either over the hill or injury prone. So not kind of adding to it made no sense to me because I could have told you easily Thiago was going to get injured. I knew for a fact Naby Keita was going to get injured. We all know.
I was saying it.
Going to last the season, even if he did play. That's 3 guys already. And then you've only got Carvalho, who you're not even playing him as well, you're playing him out wide. And you've got Elliott, who's a good young kid, but it's a young one. Then you've got Henderson and freaking Milner. And
Naby Keita, that you never see.
But that's in the injury. That's in the injury part. What about the ones who tends to kind of be around? It's the Milner and the Henderson. So it's like if Fabinho tends to be more or less there, then your other options are Elliott, Henderson, and Milner, who are playing now, and you're seeing it. And you thought you could just kind of get away with that midfield. You're nuts.
I've been saying it from the start. I said you need midfielders. That is where you need
one that you can at least say will be fit and that is good enough. That is you're not an old man. Just one.
It's not even an elite player. I think I was trying to make the point earlier, but I think something happened in the game that interrupted it. But I was saying about what Fergie used to do back in the day. He would sign a player like Alan Smith or a Ashley Young or Louis Saha, just a player that's been doing their thing in the Premier League quietly, good player that can come in and add something to that team. And I think Liverpool didn't necessarily need to sign a starter,
Like,
but
with,
a good quality midfielder that could just come in,
even
play
with,
the game like today when Thiago's out.
Liverpool, like, they like good value or like things they can pay. They're not tempted unless it's like a mad one. They don't tend to like blow the bank. Tielemans, well, I don't even know why they're not even in for it like that. I'm not saying like, but again, this is saying like it's a good midfielder that could work when your best ones are out. He's a good midfielder. He's one of them, and he's cheap. It's not going to like break Liverpool's kind of like
when you're in position like Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, even you want to buy players that can strengthen your first team. Yeah, but when you're a team like Manchester City and Liverpool, and you've got a team that's relatively good enough to win a league title, you now need to add that depth that's going to be pushing those players. You know what I mean? The player that can come in, and that means the player that you buy might not be world class or world class potential. It's just a good, solid player that can fill a gap. It's looking like Liverpool are cruising to 3 games, no W's. That's scary hours. I want to know, Ernest, are you with us at the moment?
Yeah, I'm about, bro.
Are you about? Talk to me, man. Manchester United 1-0 up. I don't know if that's still your team or what, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. We've had a decent half. Can we pop champagne, please?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can we?
Pop champagne.
Let me let you guys see my face.
Man United are back.
Pop champagne.
No, stop it. No, stop it. Stop it.
No,
Arsenal are the super team. Remember that. They are the super team.
Don't pass me like I said, so you're beating Liverpool. Liverpool, like, in the title charge.
Yeah.
That's Man United are back. Hold it.
We're not beating the North London super team. It's okay.
Like loads of positives. I'll say I've been Lisandro Martinez's lawyer for the last 2 weeks.
You have.
I've been trying to tell man it's not a height issue. Bear man I'll not even pull it back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly gets beaten in the air for the 3rd goal. He's much taller than the guy that he was dealing with the ball for. You see what I'm saying? Reece James gets beaten in the air. Like, everyone gets beaten in the air. So it's not a thing. Like, people were telling me that we lost the game against Brighton because they were targeting Martinez. I said, did you watch the game? Like, loads of times, it's even happened today. Martinez is having to cover for Varane because he's moved out of position and made, I think, a great, like, space open for Salah. And I'm not saying he's world class. I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying that people watch football and run with agendas from proper Brexit pundits on the fact that if a man is 5'9", he cannot head the ball. Every ball that came to him against Brentford in the air, he dealt with it. He's dealt with everything today that's come towards him. What's that thing Adrian likes to say? He's a proper SOB. He really likes to make himself known.
He's got that dog in him.
Milner's not happening at all. Salah's not having him. Like, he's done enough to put his stamp on the game. From what I've seen from Malacia today, may the God of my people, may he scatter the dreams of Luke Shaw starting for Manchester United ever again. From what I've seen from Malacia today,
amen.
May he scatter the dreams of Luke Shaw and his entire family for Luke Shaw to start for Manchester United ever again. He should never touch pitch at Old Trafford unless it's at the end of the season and they're doing a flipping walk around.
Not even a League Cup.
I don't want to see him ever again. Yeah. There are also like our back four looks better today. It's not the best. It just looks better. I also think that there's glaring issues in the sense that it's very clear Scott McTominay is the issue in midfield. I think he's giving Eriksen problems. Eriksen wants to keep the ball. McTominay just dances around the ops and doesn't actually do anything.
Swear.
And so it's very clear. If Casemiro can take off the TM Lewin and the Moss Bros and come and put a kit on, I'll be gassed. But obviously he can't. I think Rashford has caused them quite a few problems this first half. Sancho's goal was good. I like what Bruno did in the final third. Like I've always said, guys, put Bruno in the final third. Don't put him in the build-up. You saw what he's done, like when he's not been in the final third. He almost scored an own goal. You see what I'm saying? So his brain is like just in the gutter. Overall, we're more organized. I think we can be better. It's very clear that our midfield still needs strengthening. Oh, if only there was a French midfielder we had in our team, to help us in this game. It would have been, who knows?
No, but Ernest,
dream.
Ain't that just Man United sums up to a T?
No,
Pogba's been calling for that for like 6 years.
Guys,
and then when he's gone, just when you get it.
Manchester United is the best club in the world. We
Hey,
win
they
the
are
award
now.
every
They've
year.
taken Barcelona.
It's very clear. You can put Barcelona under watch. You can do whatever you want to do with them, but we still hold the crown. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we are not an intelligent football club when it comes to signings.
I was saying this has to be Scott McTominay's last game. I said if he starts. But when Stoke left the league, they gave us the flipping the Medal of Honor for flipping Brexit club. We have taken over from them. We love the white boys. Every single player that they seem to back. Because if you've noticed, like, look at how Brexit, bruv. Look at the because Robin's saying McTominay, and I'm like, the white boys are always gonna play.
Bro, your front three is blacker than Wesley Snipes.
No, but I'm saying that that's a demolition man, But flipping, like, for example, Graham Nunez today going in on Casemiro. I'm like, if you haven't watched Casemiro, just say that. You don't have to go around the bush and just start making nonsense takes about Casemiro. He said he played with great players, but he is not a great player. This is a man whose CV is, I'm not even going to say the rest. He has won 5 Champions League trophies. I'm not going to say the rest. He was integral. He was integral to every single one of those Champions League trophies. But according to Graham Nunez, he's a steady Eddie and he's not a great footballer. That's cool. But
Do you know what's mad?
You see, the thing is,
Casemiro. Sorry, just quickly. Casemiro is one of the few people in football whose CV can actually stand up to Graham Nunez. Because Graham Nunez has a mad CV in terms of what he's won. You can't really chat to Casemiro.
I didn't catch
but Graham Nunez takes the last 2 midfielders we've signed that have come for big money. He takes them very seriously. I don't know why. I don't know what Pogba's done to him. I don't know what Casemiro's done to him. But for whatever reason, he takes their presence personally. I think he's a weirdo. I think he's an absolute weird brother. He's a weirdo. Nah, he's flipping racist, man. That man are weird, bruv. Because I don't understand the obsession. Like, when Darwin Nunez is headbutting the Donnies in what's it called, live or in the game, your mouth is shut, bro. You're not saying nothing. Like relax, my bro. Because even the 60 million, in the beginning I was like, 60 million is a lot. Then a man told me he had 2 years left on his contract, so it's not great, but it softens the blow a bit. Do you see what I'm saying? But what we've signed is easily, if you said from just a talent perspective, Manchester United are out in the market. If you're saying we're out in the market for a defensive midfielder, Casemiro is one of the names you're going to mention. Like, let's not sit here and talk about just the CV. This is not Varane. Look at his actual ability. Look at his actual ability, guys. How many problems? Again, like I always say, if X is the answer, what's the question? If Casemiro is the answer, what is the question? How much of ball retention is going to be improved simply because he's on the pitch? You see what I'm saying? Like, the things that Scott McTominay cannot do in his dreams, Casemiro does it like, come on, bro. So
does it in his sleep,
bro. Like, it's not even close. Like, so I just feel like, I'm liking what I'm seeing, but we just need to keep it, same second half, because Liverpool are still one of the best teams in Europe. They're top 3, top 5, wherever you want to put them. I'm not getting excited. Like, look at the space that's opening now already. So we need to get serious. Another thing I was gonna say, De Gea hasn't given me like a heart attack, so I'm like, okay, cool.
It's coming.
Let's actually see what happens.
It's coming.
Don't say that, Oscar.
hasn't given you a heart attack because Liverpool ain't giving you reason to have a heart attack.
Oh, boy. if we can, I mean, a clean sheet would be a dream. So we'll see.
You
We'll see,
need
man.
just to kind of like rub in the fact that I dropped Maguire and look what happened.
I said I will personally drive him to Stamford Bridge. No qualms.
Yeah, but,
no
but
qualms.
that was a bit smoke and mirrors, man. He's not coming to Stamford Bridge.
I can believe it though.
I think you're
believe it.
I can absolutely believe it.
Man.
You lot signed Lukaku
Listen.
for 97.
Faith.
If Tuchel
Small
dead,
as a mustard seed.
if Tuchel dead, yeah. Man,
Hey,
never
shout out to Murad. Put what he just said in the Louvre. Put it in the tape model.
I've realised that these fraudulent Sky Sports co-hosts are just biased towards mediocre white players that reflect their own ability.
There's no rhyme or reason why they like these guys.
Also,
Yeah.
speaking of Sky Sports, have you man watched this interview that they tried to pretty much interrogate Ten Hag about what everything's gone wrong?
Did they do it to their best mate Ollie? Did they do that?
No.
Did they do that? Okay, cool.
No, and they won't do it to Steven Gerrard at Aston Villa either.
Of course they do. They won't. And he has a worse record than Gary Neville at Valencia.
We'll get on to him later because that's another L. But yes, obviously the game is still ongoing, so whatever you guys see, we'll talk about and we'll comment on. But moving on from Manchester United, Manchester City went to Newcastle United. They drew 3-3 in what is a Premier League classic, in my opinion. I think it was
classic Barclays. It was classic Barclays.
Pure Barclays, yeah. Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Oh, the Sheik Derby, as I was calling it.
Yeah, man. So obviously, I'm thinking Man United won it. Man City 1-0 up in 5 minutes. Gundogan, I'm thinking, yeah, easy routine win, 3-0, 3-0. No issues, no qualms. 2-2 now. Newcastle just turned it on. Maximan was like, yeah, let me go through, do a couple crosses, do a couple step overs here and there.
See, before I knew it, left hand side for the 45 minutes, Kyle Walker.
He gave Kyle the business.
He's getting old, you know.
But Kyle Walker's past his best, I think.
Yeah.
No, but it's not only just that though. It was like, I think I was talking about it with my friend. It was like Pep was so determined to play so narrow, it made no sense. Like, you have the wingers you have aren't the freaking midfielders you've stuck out wide. So now you've decided to have your fullbacks also be inside. It made no sense. Like, there was no width at all. So Kyle Walker is now having to do up by himself. It was just a mess. And then Newcastle were just not afraid, which I appreciate. When they're at home, they're not afraid.
Yes.
And Eddie Howe can actually coach. I said before,
he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Fair enough.
That was all I took from this game.
The English coaches who are getting all the press and all the praise are the wrong ones. They're praising the ex midfielders and they're ignoring the other two English midfielders who are just English coaches who are better in Potter and Howe. Those two can actually coach. The other two are there for vibes.
That's a fact.
So
I think
what I also took from this game, Joe Linton had a very good game, and I don't rate the brother. But this game, I was like, yeah, he was doing his thing.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. This transition from striker to midfield has been a big revelation, man. He's decent.
No, what the hell?
No,
What's going on?
I was just like, you don't play number 9.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
It's one of the most random transitions I've ever seen in my life.
The first game I saw was against Man United. I thought it was like a glitch or an error. I'm like, what? And he balled out. I couldn't believe it.
When he balled out in that game, I was thinking, for me though, in the midfield, it's Bruno G, man.
Oh, Sancho. Oh, man. Guys.
What did you see? A miss or a...
No, like there was just what would be an everyday thing for other
football.
teams.
Football.
It's just
football. You saw football.
I saw football.
I couldn't tell whether it was disgust or delight. I couldn't tell.
No, guys, the way we're winning the ball back here, like, boy, just get better midfielders, and I think the execution will be better. That's all it is.
ETH has got something for him.
Yeah. There's things that are going on. It's like, can you iron out the little mistakes that make Rashford kind of erratic? Can you iron out Bruno's also erraticness? Can you deal with those kind of things there? Because I don't know yet. Like, there's loads of players where I'm just like,
the things
there's
that
question
make
marks over
Rashford
your
erratic.
ability.
The things
Yeah.
that make Marcus Rashford erratic.
Ooh.
Marcus Rashford has
Yeah.
just put Manchester United 2-0 ahead.
Oh,
Shut up.
Yes, he did.
Get out
Oh my gosh, MBE. I've not seen it in such a long time. I have to see it
MBE! Young boy MBE.
Dr. Marcus Rashford.
I said doctor, you know. I still haven't seen it.
now. He's a doctor.
Oh, it was excellent play, to be honest. Man United win the ball back high up the pitch. Little bit of pressing. Martial lays off Marcus Rashford. He looks like he's offside. They're checking it now for offside. It's on, bro. It's on. Murad is saying off, but it's on, bro. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 0. Marcus
Do you know
Rashford.
what's mad? Do you know what's mad? I just got off the phone to my boy and I said I take Elanga off half time.
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, he has.
And then
It's Martial.
Wow.
It's Martial that's on.
It only came on time.
I can't believe it.
Martial's played him on. Trent played him on side. It's 2-0 Manchester United. Who saw this result coming? I mean,
Trent.
for a result.
Trent. Yes.
Oi,
Before we move on, Adrian, I know you just muted yourself, but I need to unmute quickly because I want to hear your thoughts. What's going on? 2-0. The high line has really been exposed in this movement here. The minute Rashford was in, there was no way it was coming back. What are your thoughts?
Bro, I'm absolutely devastated. I'm shell shocked. But do you know what? I kid you not, though. I kid you not. Actually, I'm not even heartbroken or shell shocked. I don't know yet. I feel like that week in May, I just can't get over it. Just to give you guys some context. This was
Guys,
my week.
ignore everything that this guy James Barker says here. Just ignore it.
No, I want to know. I like James asked a very good question. Hey, do you still want a new club?
Just ignore everything he says.
Hey, Robin, we still Glazers out? Are we still doing that?
Of course we are.
Okay,
Yes.
cool, yeah. Cool. Yeah, carry on, Adrian.
Damn it! Why wasn't this game cancelled, man? Get the Glazers out. Where's your green and yellow scarves?
Aye.
No, but-
Have you seen the pictures on the outside? I sent Oscar and it's still going on. Yeah, the protest is still on.
They
Yeah.
need to find a way inside and get this game abandoned. No, but you know what? There was that week in May where I lost the league, I lost the Champions League, and then my holiday got cancelled all within 7 days.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, football just don't hurt me anymore. I don't know where it is.
Well, you've got the Champions League because remember, Klopp said book your tickets to Istanbul.
Oh yeah, he did say
This
that.
moment.
He did say that.
He didn't say
Hold on,
that.
and by the way, what was wrong with him saying that?
Huh?
Yeah, what was wrong with him saying that?
Because
He
if
didn't
you
win
don't,
last time.
if you don't get there, then your fans will have booked tickets for no reason based on promises from Jurgen Klopp.
Well, that's why it's the bloody man. In fact,
Oh
what's my
my
ticket?
gosh, that should have been 2-1. I can't lie. What is going on?
because I say that because obviously like obviously he has to raise the morale somehow. He's been to 3 finals in like 5 years. He's not a madman for saying such a thing.
No, but you know, bruv, we keep receipts out here. You know?
They keep receipts.
No.
Like
you
you
can't
can't,
receipts.
you can't, you can't,
And
say,
you can't say.
Adrian, you
keep
can't say
receipts.
these things and then
No,
when
no,
I ask you
honestly,
why you're not in Istanbul,
Adrian,
you're stuttering, bro.
Now, bro, can I be real?
Adrian, I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you.
Bring it up.
Unless you are Real Madrid, don't think about finals. Because that is the only team that you can say.
As in,
Don't think about finals.
Klopp has a right to think about finals, but when you talk,
Mhm.
there's receipts, bro.
Back it up. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
receipts.
Yeah,
100%.
it's as simple as that.
Ernie, is that real? He
It's
said
that
it.
real.
It's in the ether. So we better be in a final in Istanbul. We better be.
Pepper's won more Champions Leagues than him and doesn't talk like that. Pepper's won more league titles and doesn't talk like that. So it's like, my bro.
To be fair, Klopp's been to the finals, man. He's got his. if this is just about booking flights, them Liverpool fans have taken flights.
Listen,
man.
Ollie has been to a final. What does that say anything? He didn't win it.
No, we're talking about Champions League finals here.
Champions
Robin. Come on,
League.
man.
He didn't win
Come
it.
on, Robin.
He didn't win it.
Don't give me
Come on,
that.
Robin.
Don't
Don't give me that. You're talking.
I'm on the stance of like if you go to the final, you don't win it. You don't win it. Let's look at Chelsea.
You
for
don't.
example.
No. You don't win it.
You went to the League Cup final, you lost it. You went to the FA Cup final, you lost it.
His
You
words
took
to
Win
Liverpool
the thing,
fans.
blood.
not.
Man
Of course
said, man said Wembley's the same as Istanbul, you know?
It's not. It's not the same.
It is though. It is though.
No, we're driving different cars in different plates. They're not the same.
I've seen my team lift a big thing at Wembley, so it's calm.
Of course you have. But Oli didn't take you there. So I think what Jurgen Klopp needs to do is make good on his promises, because boy, they're getting carved open again.
It's what I'm saying. Mine the glue. No money, no party.
Oh, Mane's getting the love he deserved. He just won 7-0 the other day.
7-0. Hey, the Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga is a joke.
I'm asking this question because I'm seeing a Liverpool team where I don't know what has Salah done. I've captained this fool. What has he actually done?
I've captained him.
I've
captained him. I have Alisson in goal. I have Trent for the assist. Listen, I've had a howler. This week. I might have to wild card because of this nonsense.
Don't be knee jerk.
I might have to. This is horrendous.
Can I let you know of an update in the game? Liverpool's captain, fantastic, Jordan Henderson, has been substituted off, and they brought on Fabinho. 2-0 down, bringing on defensive midfielders. Fantastic.
You might as well.
Control of the game, man. Yeah, Fab will start pinging it.
Let's hope so. Murad says what he meant is that the fans need to book their tickets to Turkey because they'll be pulling their hair out so much they'll need surgery to get it back.
That's a really good joke.
Hey, this guy's funny, you know. Hey, Murad's got jokes.
And he thought of that on the spot as well. That's very, very
Hey, Murad's got jokes. Look at the smile on Robin's face. We ain't seen this smile in time. We ain't seen it.
That's pure. See what William does. Joy.
No, you're making me laugh.
Right, no,
don't
you happy. You happy, bro. You happy.
No, do you know what it is? I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's 30 minutes to go.
No.
There's 30 minutes to go.
He's thinking Man United back. I don't want to say it because look at his eyes.
No. You're trying. Lola, you're trying. No. Oscar, no, stop. I need to talk to Lola because Lola's trying to get underneath my skin the whole damn pod. I need her to stop it. We'll get back to it. We'll talk about the super team because these ones want to talk about title charges and all that. Yeah, we'll get onto that.
Before we get to the super team, I just want to say, Lisandro Martinez, Varane ahead of them, Casemiro, Martial rejuvenated. Man United are back.
See, but they don't want to. They've got.
Listen. Top 4 podcast. Remember that it's all the Chelsea, the Arsenal fans that are saying this stuff.
They've got.
I need you to remember this because we're gonna come to a time when we lose 4-0 and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you said that ETH's taking the team back to the top." I'm going, no. You said that. Not me.
I'm just saying, you've got players around Champions League, Casemiro Champions League, Ronaldo still at the club, Eric Ten Hag.
Listen, we are Real Madrid's retirement home. That's what it is.
It's not running now. You're battering the big boys, no?
No, it's just chill.
I'm not gonna lie, Lola's trying this thing.
I know, she's trying so hard. She's trying to get me annoyed.
Listen, delete James from the comments.
I can't delete valid podcast listeners. They're enjoying themselves. Shout out to James, man. Man United are back. I agree,
Democracy.
Bro. I agree, man.
Anyways, let's get back to City. Because
his teeth, man, he's bringing up a storm at left back. I'm just saying, quality is there.
Yes. Okay. So going back to Manchester City quickly before we carry on. Footy Agendas has said that Manchester City 8 years ago. Please, for the love of God, stop saying Firmino, Henderson. Oh, sorry. He said Milner left City 8 years ago. I don't know why I read that as Manchester City. Milner should come off the bench. All these injuries, they're bound to play. Piss off. So Footy Agendas is basically just not happy with the Liverpool South at the moment.
Let's deep it though. City let Milner go in like 2015 because he was not good enough. Potentially, maybe at 29 he was sort of under decline. He went to Liverpool, and then 8 years later, he's starting for Liverpool to then challenge that same City seed. Have evolved and gotten even better. He wasn't good enough to be a bench player for them, but he's starting games for Liverpool 8 years later. Brilliant.
Guys, question. I have a very, it's not random, but it's to digress from the Milner conversation.
What was that?
Like
Oh, brilliant.
everyone seems to be saying, this seems to be the general consensus here that Sadio Mane was more important than Liverpool, were led to believe. Are they losing this game and drawing to Palace because Sadio Mane is not here?
Do you know why I disagree?
No. It's the middle. The midfield is horrid on this.
Yeah,
There was a
Midfield
period of
is
18
hard.
months where Mane sucked.
Yeah,
He was
it's-
awful. He
No,
sucked.
because I just feel like people, because I think people genuinely believe this year.
I think the jury is. I think he's part of it. Like not a big part, because I think he, like him, like today, him in this attack. Yeah, at least go back. I can feel like I'm coming. I don't feel it in this game. It could, because Salah's still there, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it from Diaz. I don't feel it from who's playing? Firmino. And Salah with his goal flicks in his head. I don't know what he's doing. But like it's mainly this midfield that is messing up royally, because it's bad. Firmino's doing bad. The midfield is poor. Trent has started this season.
That's what I'm like. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure because I'm looking at it thinking. Sorry, Lola. So sorry to cut you. Go on.
I was just saying, Van Dijk has been here as well. So what I'm looking at, I think it's just they just started poorly, and then the players they needed to stay fit didn't stay fit, and they didn't add properly to it. So, and then obviously Nunez being an idiot in the last game doesn't help. I think he helps them in this situation. He doesn't. But Mina, I keep forgetting he's playing.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the way their forwards have played, I mean, Salah's been kept relatively quiet. I don't think Darwin makes a difference in this game.
I think he does, just based on the fact that
I think he does.
I think he does. His Darwin's movement and his knack is annoying. He's like not a baller like that.
I think he bullies Scott a lot more, because Scott is not getting bullied in this game. Like Scott is making his own mistakes, whereas I feel like Darwin, he was there. He'll put it on Scott McTominay a lot more. So.
And I think the crosses that have been kind of the willingness to be more active.
And you'd rather have Nunez than Firmino, and that's just bottom line.
The horrible ultimate existence. I feel like Nunez. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed win, but the presence of Nunez, the height, the physicality of it, will definitely help in the situation that they're in at the moment.
Plus, for some inexplicable reason, we keep going long. It keeps going long.
But you were doing that against Palace as well.
Yeah, but against Palace, I don't
think it's inexplicable. When we said cross and inshallah, that was the thing. Like you lot don't like putting the ball on the ground unless Thiago's there.
No, yeah, exactly. So that's my point. So if that's the way we want to play, Nunez suits that more.
And the thing is, this is what I said to people when you won the first Champions League. I was like, I cannot believe this midfield has won the Champions League, because you improved after that. The midfield you had last year was miles better than this one. But I don't know. Klopp seems to like creativity from a lot of wing play, and he likes to be rugged in the middle. But today,
but they haven't got
today the key reason why I think we scored more is because I think we're pressing a lot better than usual. We're winning balls faster, higher up the pitch.
Also,
there's been about 4
different
different attacks. I'm like, wow, we could have.
Would you say it's that because we're actually having the front four that we've had during pre-season properly now? That they're actually learning.
That wasn't the front four until the second half, no?
No, but I'm saying this second half, the front four have been much better in terms of the press in compared to the first half. So
I also think
basically all I'm saying is right now that Ronaldo has to hold bench.
Oh yeah,
at present.
No.
So,
but don't you think this is a game where you've played a certain game plan and you've executed it very, very
at the start
well?
of the pod, I said that he's gone for pace to go against the high line. When
but
we saw I said I saw speed. That's all I saw.
The way Man United have played today is not indicative of how they should play every single week. So I think
of course not. Of course not.
Room.
But I think everyone knows it. People will always give you the opportunity.
We all know it. Like you don't play. How you play against Liverpool is not how you play against a Southampton or a Norwich. You will play because they will play like low block, sit behind, and just soak up the pressure. Whereas Liverpool is like, we're gonna get at you. So obviously you have to play very, very different. Every
single game Liverpool play, they will always give you opportunities for running behind them. It's about executing it.
Every single
and that's why we were saying with the Elanga goal, when we thought you should have scored that. Obviously, he hasn't punished you because you did the same thing. The difference is Sancho and Rashford actually executed their goals. But like Liverpool will always give you a chance to get behind them. Trent is not as quick as people think he is, so you can get past him if you've got pace, and you can just kind of bother him. I don't know, Van Dijk again. They've all been kind of, the defense for Liverpool have just been kind of all over the gap at the start of the season. So here's what it is.
Also, these crosses have been good save from De Gea though, from that recent corner. That I'll say that.
You're not saying
actually going in.
One thing is a shame is from Liverpool. How are you not pressurizing De Gea? Give him small something to be scared
Because
of.
I actually thought that was 2-1. Like, a good delivery as well.
You've got to take advantage of the weakness there.
You're not scaring one of the worst kind of keepers in the league this season. You're not scaring him at all. He's been comfortable.
Also, it's going to be weird because the draws for the Champions League and Europa League is this Thursday with actual Europe.
This week?
Yeah.
It's this week. Yeah. With actual European football starting in 2 weeks' time, I would say.
Who knows?
So
I might start booking flights, guys. I might start booking flights. Thursday, I might book a flight. Who knows?
But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting when Europe is introduced, who plays and who's not. It seems that the Glazers have now succumbed to the pressure because we had no money whatsoever. Now we're trying to buy 2 players at once from all the pressure, and the Glazers out. I'm still looking at the protests; they're still going on strong. I'm just thinking we need squad depth. That's the other thing. Because if we got Europa, so that's Thursday, Sunday, so that takes up a lot of time. Got the League Cup, you got the FA Cup. If it was just like this weekly, yeah, you don't need to get many more players, but we need a lot more. We need to actually get the 7 to 10 players that Ralph has been saying. So,
in what position? Because I'm thinking, if Ronaldo doesn't go,
we need wingers.
Like if you
We
don't
now got the DM. We got the DM, so I'm quite happy. We need wingers because if Rashford or Sancho goes down, you're looking at what? Ronaldo's not playing wing, so he's up top. You're looking at Alanga. You're looking at Ahmad, who barely plays.
Where is Ahmad?
He's there. He's on the bench, just chilling. So
he should be playing a lot more, man.
I liked him. Like when I saw him earlier, like when he first came, I liked the way he moved, I liked the way he played.
Yeah, I think with him.
More minutes.
With him,
guys,
he's a Europa League one.
To cut you, yeah. Lisandro Martinez has to start ahead of Maguire. I'm so sorry. It's just simple things. He has to start ahead of.
Ernest is watching football. Ernest is watching football today, guys.
Yeah,
no, I don't think
he's having a great game.
I've had to listen again. He could be bad the next game. I don't care. But guys, the last 3 games have been David De Gea and Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. That's it, bro. This guy is just, it's very simple. Just pass the ball to the shirt that's next to you. It's that simple. Like,
isn't it?
Oh, man. Malacia and Lisandro.
There's been a change.
Go on.
Yeah, no, it's been a change in the game. Sancho's come off, Fred's come on. So
that's fine.
That's clearly a lot more
later than I thought. But I thought it should have been McTom, to be fair.
Yeah, I would have thought McTominay as well, but that's clearly a conservative change. So you've got Rashford and Martial as the 2 forwards now, and then you've got Fred. Fred
will be the 8. Yeah, he'll be along. He'll be. I think.
But I don't think Sancho's a 90-minute man. You know,
he doesn't seem that way. Yeah, he seems like
he loses influence on the game quite like 60th minute. He's burnt out.
Do you think that's a fitness thing that he needs to work on?
I think it's a fitness thing, but I think until we become a fully possession side, you're not going to see him for 90 minutes. Yeah, because at Dortmund it was just the ball was on grass, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
He needs to rest as well because you've got 2 game weeks, and then obviously he's got Carnival coming up, so he's got to focus on that.
We play on Saturday as well, so you'll see him on Sunday.
Yeah, bro. Foot Agenda says the Mane talk is nonsense. Mane was on the bench for United's 5-0 beatdown. Even this season, how do you look at the midfield of Milner and Henderson, and then use the forwards as an excuse? I do think the Mane thing is overblown. I do like rubbing it in.
He was influential.
Sometimes it's an influence thing, isn't it? Sometimes it's not like being tactical about it. Sometimes you just kind of need that presence. Because but Firmino's on the pitch. What's he doing?
But anyways, I think we should
Casemiro's
go
in
back
the
to
stands
Newcastle.
just smiling. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to really discuss? Obviously, it was a fantastic
Newcastle.
game.
Newcastle. I want to talk about Newcastle because I
go for
thought that they really put City under pressure. Really put City under pressure. Alan Saint-Maximin doing their thing. John Linton running that midfield. Callum Wilson with his lovely goal, and then Trippier from out of nowhere, fantastic free kick. I literally thought Newcastle had done something, but at the end of the day, class will always prevail, and we saw it with Erling Haaland and Bernardo Silva coming back and just saying, listen, we are the champions for a reason. We will fight you until the very end. But fantastic game of football. I think Newcastle will do well this season, and they will give people a game. More at home than away. I think they are very much home side. I haven't seen them like how they do like away, but when they have St James's Park behind them, they're really on it. It's a very lovable club, and when the crowd gets behind them, they're really on it.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I think, literally, Bernardo Silva, when he was able to get into the game, it definitely helped. It was literally a case of like Newcastle played City without they played the game, not the occasion. So they knew it was City, but they didn't give a toss. They played their game, it tended to work, but like you said, City have better quality, so they're going to come back in. I am saying it, and I said it since the back end of last season, I don't care about the goals. I'm looking at Foden a lot because he's been looking annoying for a minute for me.
I agree. I was like, what's happening here?
I'm glad people are watching because this guy's won two. He's won 2 Young Player of the Months. Yeah,
I'm just saying
for eyebrow slits and haircuts. Yeah, that's why he's won Sorry, not Young Player of the Month. Young Player of the Year. Young Player of the Year. He's won 2 of them. Yeah,
and this is not me saying he's not a baller because he's very clearly. But I'm just saying he's been getting away with a lot because that's it. I'm just saying it.
I genuinely thought him winning it last year was an absolute disgrace.
I don't care.
It's a disgrace.
Absolute disgrace.
A little bit biased. Don't get me wrong. I'm a little biased on it, but I didn't do enough for me.
But even like, because I know you're biased towards Saka, but even outside Saka, I think there were 2 or 3 other players that were more deserving.
Trent had a shout.
Trent.
Trent had a huge shout.
I thought Declan Rice was excellent beginning of the season for West Ham. How he wasn't in there.
I'm like, he's getting away with it.
Guys, Bruno won the ball back.
Sorry, man. Hey, Bruno also got booked.
This is watching football. He's like, this is the first time he's
Bruno won the ball
football.
back. Good Lord.
Guys, Marcus Rashford is hooping. He's hooping out there.
But this is what happens. Look at that. They had the Casemiro announcement. They're at home. They got Liverpool back the derby.
Oh, Lola, stop it.
Yeah,
stop it.
Hey, Ernest, man. We might be back, man. We might be back.
Kudos to Newcastle for trying hard and valiant effort. But okay, let's talk about the super team since Lola wants to run the mouth.
Before you get on that, Rashford, he's wide up because the haircut has helped. He's ruined it a little bit with the side bit.
No, he's got a decent trim.
The whole weird thing he had before was moving mad. He's got his shape up there, look clean at least. But
yeah, let's talk about the super team, North London forever and all that.
I thought when you said super team, I thought you were talking about Manchester City. No, step aside, Manchester City. There's a new top of the league team. There's a new team that is top of the tree. There's new dogs, new players in the title race. Okay, Lola, talk to us, man. Your team, Arsenal, another impressive victory, 3 wins in a row. The only team, are they the only team with 3 wins?
Yeah, only team with 3 wins.
Wow.
Only team.
Wow. So what are we saying? Another unbeaten run, yeah? We doing it again, yeah? Okay. The streets say North London forever, yeah? Champions elect.
That one there's his own street.
Talk to us, Lola. What are you saying?
Talk to me.
Like if we're talking the Bournemouth game, it was like I really enjoyed it. I think we put the caveat that it is Bournemouth, so I think a lot of people are going to pretend they're going to have a hard time there. Not really. If I'm basing it on what I saw, I think it would be a thing where if you lose to Bournemouth, I'm looking at you sideways because especially the first half, they were slightly. I think I like Bournemouth, so I want them to do well. but they were very pathetic in the first half. It was quite shameless.
No.
Like-
So say that with a capital P. They were pathetic.
Don't get me wrong. The fact that our first goal, the Jesus involvement for the first goal was fantastic. Like you can't like ignore the quality in which he did for that goal. Which Martinelli shot was a good shot, good save, and then obviously Odegaard was in position. But I'm just saying, as a whole, certain teams, if you lose to Bournemouth, this includes us. If you go back and somehow lose to the Emirates, any team who like of a top quality caliber level lose, I'm looking at you siding because that was shocking.
Are Bournemouth that bad? Yeah.
They were so
No, they were terrible. At 2-0, I turned off the game.
Right,
It was that bad
in the second half. But I was never, surprisingly, me who's afraid of everything, I wasn't scared they were going to score, even when they kind of came sort of out of their shell in the second half. It was just a case of, oh no, but I like that. So every once in a while, you want a game where it's like, oh, I can't be here. Let's calm. Let's get the wins and enjoy ourselves a bit. That's what happened because after he was even before the first goal, we were basically playing and actually just kind of like just playing very well. Like I said, Odegaard got into the game really well. Jesus was really sick. I think everyone played at a very good level, or good level at minimum, and it was really good. I think the first goal was sick. I said with the Jesus was involvement. The second goal was really good because it kind of Ben White did the thing he doesn't do a lot, which was overlapping, which led to kind of the whole kind of thing, which led to
So he's playing like a proper right back now.
Yeah, but that was only one. But that was like a thing where it's like he didn't have to overlap, but I think the ability to overlap was there because it was Bournemouth. So and then Odegaard did a thing he doesn't do a lot, which is like he teethed the shot and then took it off of Jesus and shot, and it was a really good one actually. So I like that. I have a bit more vim and just like sometimes just shoot, and it worked.
I'm sure Arteta would have grilled him because I think there was a moment in the Palace game where he just didn't shoot.
Yeah, he decided to pass.
He didn't execute. Yeah,
he did it twice. He took a touch on one of them and tried to do like a back heel thing. Which if it would have came off, it would have been nice. But he didn't need to. He could have just shot. But like that's one of my things with Odegaard is like I want you to shoot more. Like I don't expect you like to have like a ton of like goals, but when a lot of the times he does this thing where he's got an ability to shoot or score, he doesn't. And I get it, you're the creator, but I do need you to shoot sometimes more. And if you can do that more, even if it's against the minnow teams, I'm fine with that. It be just it's not every day passing. Sometimes if you're there, shoot. And obviously the third goal, my boy got the goal. Weaker foot. Banger of a shot. Like the way that I was gassed about the other two goals, yeah. And I was really happy about the other two goals, yeah. And it wasn't like a thing.
Why is everyone slapping his head though?
Because I see the bare time is what we do. For some reason we slap this. Everyone's
what's happening here?
Whenever someone saws you, especially a newer one, their heads get attacked. I'm thinking you're waiting for CTE to hit. But the way they're hitting these heads is a madness.
I was thinking, what did he do?
That was the goal that I was saying. Yeah, if anyone was like in the estate was here, it was a mad one because I love Saliba, so I was waiting for something to happen, and it's like, yeah, that was like, and it wasn't like a regular like centre back header goal. It was like a sick shot off his weaker foot, and I like that. Should have had a 4-point.
Fantastic goal.
And it's one of those games where we scored 3. Clean sheet, and it was one of the ones where I can definitely say we should have had at least 3 more. The Jesus one was offside, so we'll leave that one. Ignoring the Jesus one, that was offside, marginal or not, but it was offside. I'm not going to fight the offside goals. And then we had 2-1.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, developments at Old Trafford. It's 2-1. Mohamed Salah scored a header.
Fancy points. We love that.
Something else.
Fancy points.
That's my captain. That's my captain. I was hoping for some points from him.
But yeah, this is when I said, okay, we've got 10 minutes left on the clock, including full time. That's what I said. Yeah, Liverpool always going to score. That's what we needed to. Now it's like, can you hold on?
I think you will. I think it was one of those kind of consolation type of goals. But yeah, with the whole kind of thing, it was like we had like the Bournemouth's keeper decided to be actually decent at the end. So because we had like 3-4 shots where it should have been goals, they didn't go in, but it's calm. I'm fine with a 3-0 win where we could have scored 3 more. That's fine.
Okay. Here's a question I want to ask Lola. Because obviously when Arsenal signed Gabby Jesus, I felt like amongst the Arsenal fans, it was like, yeah, good signing. No one was super excited. Nobody treated this like it was a big move. And he's proven to be one of the best signings so far. how excited are you at the fact that this guy's come? Because obviously I watched him against Palace. He didn't score against Palace, but I thought he was really, really electric. He then scored a lot against Leicester. He's then he didn't score at the weekend, but he was involved a lot in the goals.
2 assists.
Yeah, how you feeling about him? Like, is he what you thought, or is he giving you more than what you expected?
Yeah, because like I was really happy with the Jesus signing because I thought he was a really good player. But my issue was like, don't let him be the only signing. That was my thing, because at the time we were only linked to him, and I was getting annoyed. It's like, as good as Jesus is, he can't be our only signing.
I'm loving what Bruno did. Just annoying, man.
Taha says Bruno's moving like the year 11, brilliant the year 7.
Look, man's got to waste time in it.
Yeah, he's got to wait.
Yeah,
yeah, bro. If it would be so depressing for Manchester United if they let this slide now. Like, there's 7 minutes left.
Nah, like I'll be content with a point. I'll be content with a point.
You'd be content with a point, but it feels like 2 points lost, won't it? It won't feel like 2 points.
It would be. But the fact that I'm so surprised of what the performance has been like. It's just like, yeah.
It's one of those ones where it's like, I'm happy with the point, but we were winning.
Yeah.
He's like, you'd be happy with the point. You want more.
Yeah, it's like when we faced Tottenham, I would have taken a point, but then when we lost in the last minute, I was like, what the hell is this?
True, the last minute.
Bro, ask Harry Kane, we lost, didn't it?
Ask Harry Kane, yeah.
But like on the Jesus, I knew we all knew Jesus had ability. I think someone made this point before. The ability for Jesus was there, but I think when you know you're the big dog in attack, you have a bit more vim about how you play. Like, because personally, maybe I haven't been paying attention to City, but I didn't see him doing up runs, going that deep for the balls, being actually fluid and kind of instincting that much. I think because he knows he's now the number 9. He's the guy. He's the oldest in our attack. He's 25. The rest of them are like 20, 21. Like, he's the guy. So I
didn't see him dribble at City.
Like, I'm saying, like the goal for
just me.
I mean, he dribbled obviously because he's a technical baller, but he didn't. The way he's doing it here, again, 3 games, so there's a cap to it. But the way in which he's doing it, I didn't see it in that manner at City. Like, I saw him ball at City, but the manner in which he's doing it is different. But I think it's partly because of the way Pep likes to kind of have players play a certain kind of way.
Quick random question, and applies to the whole of Premier League. How many Brazilians do we have now? I feel like they're in every team now.
They're flying in. They're flying in quick.
There's bare Brazilians in the Prem.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Arsenal got Gabby. You got
You've got 3 Gabbies.
Marquinhos.
15-year-old Marcus.
Marcus?
I'm calling him Marcus until he plays, so leave that one there.
The Brexit name. How have you done that to his name?
Actual name. So it's not even me being rude. It's actual name. And
his name is Marcus Marquinhos.
No, his name is Marquinhos. No, his name is Marcus, sorry, but then he did the whole kind of Brazilian tongue thing and is like Marquinhos. His name is Marcus. I'm calling him Marcus. So then we've got 4 Brazilians in our team. If you want to add Portuguese speakers, we've got more, but we've got 4 Brazilians. Obviously, you guys have got Fred and Casemiro's there. Am I forgetting anyone? That's
just so weird.
It's so weird. He's here.
Liverpool have Fabinho. Chelsea have Thiago Silva.
Yeah, they've got Bobby and Fabinho. You've got. I think
we just got Thiago Silva. I think that's it.
You don't have a Brazilian. I swear you did. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the Italian ones. Sorry.
Jorginho, if you want to call him that. But Jorginho's Brazilian, man. The fact that he reps Italy, like, it rubs me the wrong way, bro. He moved there when he was like 12.
Is Emerson not another like Brazilian Italian?
Who? Oh, Emerson. Yeah, Emerson's another one, yeah, but he's Italian though. Yeah.
Like, obviously Newcastle have a bunch.
Even Spurs have. Is Lucas Moura still a Spurs player?
Yeah, it's more.
And then Richarlison now. Yeah, man. Yeah. Couple of subs in the game here. Tsimikas has come on for Robertson. And then Manchester United have done bare subs. They brought on Van der Beek.
Hey, Ronaldo's face as he came up was hilarious. He's like, "Raw, am I really coming off last 5 minutes?"
Yeah, this is what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna be the late sub that you can get some minutes if you can get a run out. You're not gonna be the guy. You're gonna be the run out guy.
Yeah,
and you know what? I hear that. I hear that still.
You don't want to be here. You're gonna get don't want to be here minutes. That's what you go get.
The thing is, it's one of those things. I think this is where you also have to think about the World Cup. So I think a lot of the performances we're going to see from some of these players is World Cup, especially the South American, like Brazilians.
Ronaldo's going to World Cup. That's a guarantee.
No, what I'm saying is like the same with the Brazilians. Yeah, the World Cup is the best thing to them over the Champions League.
I was thinking about this.
So I'm thinking, it's no coincidence that a bunch of these Brazilians are falling out.
I can't lie. And I know when we actually get to the World Cup, we'll talk about it. I think Brazil might get number 6, you know? That team is scary. That team is scary.
Brazil ain't on nothing, man. They ain't on nothing.
I'm just saying, Neymar has kicked it in. You got obviously Vinicius doing his thing. Rick and Jesus, you've got
Vinny.
In this league, obviously Korea's going to go. But like the attackers of the Brazilians, they're fighting for it. And even Martinelli's the outside shout. But he's playing like if I'm going to
Martinelli will be on the plane.
No, but I'm saying he's like the one that is like one of those shots.
Yeah, Martinelli's not starting. He's like third, fourth. He's like third, fourth.
Yeah, he's making it damn near clear that, hey, I'm a very viable option to pick here.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what it is, Robin? I will enjoy watching it. I will definitely enjoy watching it. But to win it, I just don't see it.
Nah, Brazil will time up.
Thiago lifting that trophy. I'll cry, guys. I'll cry tears. What else on Arsenal? Obviously, you've mentioned Saliba now. You've mentioned
so how are you feeling? Do you feel like you need another signings? Obviously, today the big news was Neto.
For damn sure. Because I'm not on this kind of thing that thinking because we won these 3 games, it's like a lock off. Our team is 100% now.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing is we're playing very well with what we've got, but to pretend like it's a lock, it's because I can still see weaknesses there. That is like, like the Swiss guy has been good, but he's still a Swiss guy. Look, I can still.
Yeah, that's harsh, man. He's earned his name.
He's earned his name, man. He's got the keys.
The players who play for my team, how I feel like.
Okay. Whilst we're on Arsenal, did you guys all finish All or Nothing?
Yeah, I did.
That's good.
Thoughts, because okay, Tahaj just asked me, Oscar, you're on a coming home thing. Of course, it's always coming home. My thing is, it really changed my opinion on Granit Xhaka. As in, not changed my opinion, but like seeing him at home with his wife, and you just saw the human side to Granit Xhaka. Like when I realized how young he is, like
how old is he?
28. One thing All or Nothing does for me is that it just contextualizes players' age. I know your age in football, but I judge you as a football age. So I look at you like you're 28. You should know how to play football. You should be an experienced veteran at the game, But then, truthfully, when I meet 28-year-olds, it's like they're not veterans at anything. You know what I mean? In real life, like 28-year-olds are relatively young. So it made me think of it like
I used to think 30 you're finished, but we're seeing players go on to 34, 35 now.
Yeah,
on a constant basis.
But it's one of those things. It's like with Xhaka, I've never I say his name when I want to. I've never disliked him as a person because he's done nothing as a person for me to dislike him as. I've always just kept contextualized mine.
It's the footballing activities.
I've always contextualized it to how he plays on the pitch. Nothing against him as a person. I think whenever I've seen his interviews, he seems like a cool person. He captains his country, but I'm not going to pretend like I've rated how he plays. I don't particularly like how he plays. Like people talking to me about All or Nothing because they're saying, Xhaka is the leader in the dressing room. It's like, well, obviously, anyone who how did you not know this? Me, who I don't want him as captain, but I'm aware of what he does. Like, I know for a fact he's definitely going to be the loudest in the changing room. That didn't shock me at all. People were telling me, Xhaka's the one talking. It's like, yeah, he was always going to be the one talking. I guarantee
he's always going to be.
He was always going to be the one that was the loudest in there. So I wasn't shocked by that at all. He was always going to be a leader. He was never going to be captain again. So all those things there. But my whole thing is when I say there are positions in the pitch where I can obviously see where we need to still sign is the left centre midfield position is always going to be an issue because you see it in enough games. Even if he is playing, like Xhaka is definitely playing the 8-1 a lot better. He's getting forward more. But you see it in the game. You see Jesus getting annoyed, or you see Saka's getting annoyed. You see Mane's getting annoyed because the forward pass is on and he won't do it. Or he won't do it quick enough. He takes extra touches or he takes a bit longer to get around. So things he can't do. So that position is upgradable. the left wing, as
Mm.
the wingers in general are upgrade. Like none of our players are like standouts where are like certified, nailed on forever. Like no one can ever upgrade on it. This is why I'm never going to be a case of saying like we can still. I think we still need another winger. I still think we need another centre mid. And if I don't think it's going to happen in this window, but we need another 6.
Yeah, I think if Arsenal,
but it's me being extra. You know,
no,
like,
you're right. Like,
I was
if
going to
Arsenal
ask
want to
you,
progress. Sorry, Robin. I would say if Arsenal want to progress beyond the top 4 challenge and actually go for the league, like we all know, like Xhaka can't be there long term. Xhaka's good enough to get you maybe top 4, but beyond that, no. Carry on, Robin.
But I always say
I was
this.
going to say, no, you finish your point. Finish your point, no, because mine's a completely different point.
I would at this point, if the Swiss guy had been the rotation option rather than the starting option, nobody would have a problem with him. He's a perfectly good person to have in the squad as an option to come on if you've got like a proper starter. He's a perfectly good option for that. That's what he's good there for. But because he's been the starter and almost like a guaranteed certified starter, that's been the issue. Whereas on the Billy, he's a technically good footballer. He does take onus more sometimes. He's a bit of a hider sometimes, but he's got things in there that was like, say if it's like later on in the game where they're controlling, he's a good like helper with the control and stuff. But him being your main centre mid is always going to be an issue.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. One thing I wanted to ask about All or Nothing in general was that because that was my main takeaway, the whole Xhaka thing, just like seeing that he's a little bit more human. Was there anything that surprised you with it? Because a lot of people are saying that the documentary was a bit tame.
No, it was boring as hell. That was very clearly
Yeah.
a PR. The whole point of the documentary, rather than like to kind of have insights, of it, just to kind of prop up, give more kind of prop to Arteta, showing a bit more kind of love for Xhaka, doing a bit more on Saka, but nothing really kind of like, because I didn't go into this wanting technical stuff because we didn't win anything. So there's no point in me giving me tactics. I wanted to see more of the insight of the kind of team more, and there wasn't. The fact that there wasn't, whether or not Aubameyang was there long enough, not one interview with him, that was dumb. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. I think they could have had more information on how the dynamics of the Haaland guys were a bit more, the younger ones, having a bit more on them. Didn't have much on Odegaard, didn't have much with Tomiyasu, whatever. It's like there was more than just Ben White and what's his name, Ramsdale, who came in the window. Go for all of them. They'll just talk about that more on Odegaard even. Just because you've made him the captain now, I would expect more on that. We didn't do it. So it's like the certain kind of angle they took it on, I wasn't a fan of. But it's what it is. It was fine. I think it served its purpose because, like I said, you've got people like you who are like endearing more to Xhaka. You've got people who are towards Arteta. You know what I mean? So these things are like the endurance things are there.
You're right.
I can breathe now. I can breathe now.
Why?
I can breathe.
It is full time.
It is full
Manchester
time.
United 2, Liverpool Football Club 1. Adrian, what on earth has happened to your football team?
Bro, it's like a bomb on you. It's like somebody just threw a grenade into. It's not Melwood anymore, but someone just threw a grenade into that into the AXA training complex, and all hell was broken loose, my bro. I don't know what's going on. Couldn't tell you, but it's complete and utter crap. It's complete and utter BS. Yeah, man, like we need work. We need work. League is done, you know. League is finished. What? 2 points after 3 games.
That's
2 points out of 9.
insane.
What's that as a percentage? That's less than 20%.
I don't know whose phone is on vibrate, but it's
somewhat. The group chat. The group chat. That's the group chat.
Let me know the
is going.
Listen, mate. I'm gonna sleep well anyway. As soon as this podcast is done, I'm gonna knock out.
Who you playing next?
I can't deal with this anymore. I feel sad.
I don't know who they got next. Who you got next? All right, this is free. This is 3 important points. Like bonus
the
points.
league is over for Liverpool.
It's over before it begun.
I know it is over. Congratulations, Man City.
Man City is done.
No. Arsenal in the race now.
It's no race. It's the City, and then I think what this kind of does is that it's like, Arsenal could rather than fight for
the streets are saying
steady. Arsenal second.
The streets are saying, the streets are saying that because Martial's broken up with his missus, he's now back again.
I said rather than fight for
City boys up.
The boy is up again. 'Cause he's looking at the
City
misses,
boys up.
essentially.
Let's go.
all I said is like rather than fighting for fourth, there's the kind of
Oh,
third getting higher. Like, I stood by saying the lock off was like Liverpool and City and Liverpool
Aye.
won. But I'm just
I
saying
hate-
now if we have to continue, the second to fifth thing could be a mess up.
listen, I hate Monday Night Football. Or more, I hate playing last. I hate playing last because you watch everyone else play and you know what you need to do. And I hate playing first because if you lose, it's a long weekend. Ugh.
Tight still.
It's
But
a
yeah,
long-
well,
long-
we've got 3 points. We're off the board. We're no longer bottom.
Who's bottom?
We can move. It's West Ham.
West Ham,
I believe.
rock bottom.
Yeah,
We're
West
going to
Ham.
get onto them in a second.
I was gonna say,
Murad says Virgil van Dijk needs to go on loan to Marseille. That's funny. That is funny. Murad says, what would you have? Sorry, what would you have to see from this season's to consider Arsenal as title challengers?
not be
I'd
Arsenal.
have to see you in the title race in May.
Literally, it's 3 games.
Listen, do you know what I have to see? I have to see a team going on the worst run of their history, play against Arsenal, and all of a sudden turn into 1974 Brazil. That's what I need to see. Because have you noticed, anytime a team is in a rotten
They
piece of
just play
form,
Arsenal and then they'll
they
get
play
hit.
Arsenal. They get,
Certain people who are doing this things like we've all seen it. Arsenal will be on a good run. So one team they'll play now who's been the worst one in the history. They play Arsenal. You see that of else. The 1W is Arsenal.
the one W, the one green.
See what
I want to see you guys come to Anfield and not get your asses handed to you.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
what I need to
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, we've won 3 games. Do you think it will shock me if now next week we've now lost to Fulham? No. Would it shock
No.
any?
You got Fulham. Yeah.
Hey, let's be real. Fulham are cooking though. Like they could juggle.
Let's not be saying like
Jugadors. Hey, is Andreas Pereira going to the World Cup?
He wouldn't even make the Olympic team
this not be disparaging.
as an overage player.
I'm saying.
Hey, Neymar made the Olympic team.
I'm saying, would it shock any if Arsenal lost to Fulham?
Yes, I can't lie. Yes, it would.
Are you sure?
I think you have a bit of resilience about you now.
No,
You've got a back four that
I'm
is
not saying
sturdy.
it's that same
You've
team.
got-
I'm saying I know this squad enough that sometimes nonsense will happen. So if you were to come back on Monday and I'm in the comments and I'm saying, oh, Arsenal lost 1-0 to Fulham, if anyone going to pretend that they're going to be shocked, I'll laugh. You're not gonna, I'll be shocked because I'm an Arsenal fan.
I'll be shocked.
You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked.
I will be shocked.
I'll be shocked.
I predict Arsenal to win their first 5, and that includes Fulham next week. You've got Aston Villa after that. I think you're going to win all 5 of those.
Don't get me
And
wrong,
then
I expect Arsenal to win those games, but I wouldn't be shocked if we don't lose. And look who's back just quickly after one.
look at this moron who's decided to come back first time of the season. Abdi065 says, I'm back like I never left.
Yes! He's
Time of great need for my beloved Manchester United above the so-called best team in the world with a 4 start. Come on, United. Who saw Martial today? My boy is shining. You make me sick, Abdi065.
You see how you're going to use Mirads for the Arsenal? I guarantee you, I'm going to say something wild, and we'll use that forever. I'm going to get him to say something wild.
Oh, Abdi, welcome back. We've missed you. We have missed you.
Oscar, I see a nice comment about how he considers us to be challengers. Why I don't is because we've played well, but we've also played. You have to put context into it.
1 second.
We beat a Palace team, which I was really happy about because we didn't beat them. So that one was actually a really good one. We beat who did we beat? Leicester, and then we smashed Bournemouth. And so I'm not going to say franchise because
look, Arsenal look good. Arsenal definitely look better. You look better than you did at this point last season. I just don't put any stock into the table until we get to
literally, and that's why.
Like,
and that's
I just
the whole thing is, because what's going to happen now is these men are going to pretend like they ain't said it.
Yeah, Murad, like I don't know how you ride. Yeah, I don't know if you're in it for the long haul.
This isn't a fearful chat for me. This is an experience of watching Arsenal and being aware of what we have and the league itself. So I'm not going to say technically we're on top of the thing. It's 3 games in. Realistically, if we would have drawn those games, Fulham could have been first. Fulham are in top 4. Right? We're not going to pretend that they're going to get top 4 there.
Sorry to interrupt on all that stuff. I just want to say a quick shout out to actually man of the match of this game, Lisandro Martinez, because he put on such a performance today, and it was getting to me a little bit, all the height stuff. I'm just like, my guy is actually doing his thing, and he has to cover. He had to cover Harry Maguire.
Right,
I need. I saw Husam's picture on the timeline today. Hey, Oscar, you need to check on your boy Hussam. Have you seen the picture that's on the timeline? Oh, it's horrid.
Hussam raging.
It's on the timeline. I saw it. I was like, oh no.
I didn't know everybody knew Hussam like that. Yeah, fair enough, man. Yes, Hussam is raging.
Yeah.
And
but yeah,
I was saying that. I'll probably be listening to his space tomorrow on my lunch break, man. I can't wait.
But yeah, big up to Lisandro Martinez. Big up to Rafael Varane. He did make some mistakes today, but when you have a good centre back pairing, it makes sense. It helps you. Malacia, he will actually go to the World Cup ahead of Timber, moron, trying to get ahead, being afraid of Van Gaal.
What country is he from?
Timber's still going. Timber's still going, and you know it.
He's Dutch. He's only going because he's part of Ajax, which is really annoying.
He's going.
He can go. Will he start?
Yeah, he'll go. Timber's gonna start, and we know it. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man, solid performance. The only issue was the DM, and what you call it. That's being solved next week. That's why I said the season now starts on Saturday, because having that, it didn't start today.
You got 3 points.
Today was a surprise. It was such a surprise. We all sat here. I literally was in the group chat. I said, I'm gonna be pissed off on this pod from minute one.
Okay, cool.
Because I was like, I'm going to be so annoyed. I didn't want to be here. I finished work, a 12-hour shift.
Yeah, it was me saying I actually want to get something out of this game. It was me only.
No, but I had a little bit of a feeling that, you know, Liverpool ain't Liverpool this year, it seems.
They're not Liverpool in, man. They're not Liverpool in.
They're not Liverpool in. Endo says United beat Liverpool, and Abdi is chatting Warhas. I can't be asked for this.
Back.
Let me get Adrian.
He's back.
Adrian, I can see you. You're on your phone. You're scrolling through the timeline or the group chats or whatever. But I need your thoughts, man. What's going on?
First of all, yeah, do you know I like Endo? Nothing gets in between him and Liverpool. Like, man's in the comments from 9:58. Well, when did we start? Sorry, from 7:58. Wrap up to the end. I see man pop up until the game's done. I respect it.
Yeah. I respect that as well, man. I couldn't do it either.
No, but bro, I mean, you want my thoughts. My thoughts are the same as yours. This is complete and utter hogwash. And the funny thing is, look, there's no light at the end of the tunnel because Thiago's not coming back. Hopefully Fabinho can patch together a bit of form, and then the midfield looks a lot better. But bro, that midfield, look, and again, you know, it's the reason why we lost the league last season. And you know, even when I was doing my sort of pre-season predictions, I said it's boring saying the same old thing. But this is the reality. This is the harsh reality. Our midfield is now coming to bite us in the backside. I mean, things can't get any worse than this. So, you know, we are gonna improve. If we can cobble a run of 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, I don't know, wins in a row. Just got to do that and see where we end up. But bro, like this, the harsh reality of it all is, it's a farce. FSG have bent us over a barrel and they're screwing us. That's long and short.
Go protest. You need to go protest, my friend. Get on there.
Adrian.
Get onto Anfield Road.
Stop burning those dilapidated houses outside Anfield Road for a start that no one's lived in since the 70s. But yeah, man.
Is Endo still here?
Endo's here. Endo just said this is our worst start since 2012.
Endo said to me last week. He said to me last week, I can't wait to go to Buckyman at Old Trafford. Endo, what are you saying?
Is that what he said?
No, I think he did. I believe it.
I don't make mad predictions, bro. I just listen and observe. What are the man them saying now? Because we all expected Liverpool to come to Old Trafford and win, and now I'm hearing excuses. The same man that people were telling me, this brother's the guy, this brother's the guy. I didn't see that man tonight. So what are we really saying? What are we really saying? No, because I heard some things.
Hey, Adrian. Remember I told you if Liverpool lose, I got a tweet ready.
Loaded.
I just dropped a tweet about Harvey Elliott. It's going off. I've got 52 likes already, man.
Already? The game just ended.
I posted it at full time. Bang.
Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, man. He had to catch it. He had to catch the
It's funny though, because Elliott was even the best midfielder. He's jokes.
Who cares, man? We'll take it. Endo says, Brother Ernest, I'm sorry. I apologize for my nonsense. We are not serious. End of.
Listen, you lot are better than us. But when you make certain claims, I'm around. I'm around when you make certain claims. So listen, let's take it easy. Let's focus on Robin gave it a time. Robin
game at a time.
That's it.
Game at a time. That's
funny still.
Little T. Do you know what it is? I feel so happy for Marcus Rashford. Yeah, I feel so happy for the guy. I'm just fuming that I took him out my fantasy team.
I took Sancho out the team.
I doubled down, you know.
I had Rashford for the first 2 weeks. I had Rashford for the first 2 weeks. I said, Liverpool's coming. Get this guy out my team, man. Now he goes and fights against Liverpool. What a moron. Abdi065 is asking Ernest, did you see my boys, Martial and Rashi, today?
He's actually back. This is
worse
than the result.
The first 3 parts of the even the PC pod, Abdi was not here. He was preempting the shocker that was coming.
Do you know what's funny?
Now
I don't remember the
19,
result too
20.
much compared to this.
Ernest, you got nothing to say to Abdi?
Listen, yeah, like I saw them. I wanted Martial to come on second half. Martial did his due diligence, man.
Yeah.
I sold my stock in Martial, and I've always wanted to have a reason to buy them back. But I gotta wait, man. Because I've seen performances like this before, where we've actually, to be fair, that's a lie. I've not seen performances like this probably since Ollie's second season. You know the ones, but. We were good, you know, good money today, man. We were cash money today, so I'm happy about it. I want us to have a discussion about Virgil van Dijk, if I'm being honest, because
what the jockey in?
because you see that Real Madrid game, yeah, that has never left my head since the final, bro. I'm so sorry that. There's a lot that needs to be unpacked from then till now. Does it take away from Van Dijk's legacy? No. But Liverpool fans, as always, over-exaggerate things and make it look like this team that they have is a team that invented football. So, that being said, there's questions that need to be asked. Why is the greatest centre-back of all time not stopping that? The same thing with Zaha's goal last week. Why is he not stopping that? So the questions need to be asked based on that performance today. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I think like we need to really look at where this Liverpool team is at this moment in time and ask the relevant questions on the players that these lot were rating. All of a sudden, like if you go on Twitter, there's flipping turmoil, bruv. Man, I'm talking about Milner and Hendo. These times, all I've heard for the last season and a half is that their midfield is solid. So, wagwan. Like, what's going on today? This is the third game. Liverpool with no W. Are they all of a sudden not good anymore? What's going on?
It's completely random. Have you seen what Anthony and Ajax is up to?
He posted him and his agent watching the game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about how good we were tonight. 94 million euros for that brother is wild.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's 94 million euros.
It's
insane.
The market is crazy right now.
No, it's not the market. That's stupidity because
It's
there's
not stupidity.
There's no players in this league. Even
Thank
the
you,
ones
Lola.
that are cheaper.
Thank you.
I don't know why going over there for 90 something for one boy. Was he even the best? Was he even the best in the Eredivisie for that money?
For Spicy Ziyech, that's what you're doing.
Look legit.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Is he better than Neto, who we're linked to for 50 mil?
I was like, go. Listen,
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying don't sign the brother. I'm saying that is a lot of money. That is what I'm saying.
I'm going to go through the rest of the weekend's fixtures, and then you lot can interrupt if you have something of note to say. Spurs 1, Wolves 0. Any thoughts on this game? Tottenham again.
Wolves should have taken them to the cleaners.
100%.
Underwhelming.
It's like with Brighton though. They ain't got like the certain striker. So realistically, I don't know who's an attacker that is. I don't know. Give Wolves, obviously it's a lot. Give Wolves Jesus. They score at least 1 or 2 goals and they win that game. But they've got Jimenez.
No, Lola. They have to get a Portuguese striker. They can't get.
Please, man, same thing.
Guys,
Hey, Ronaldo.
hey, guys, they had 7 Portuguese players in the starting 11. 7, 7, and 2 on the bench. These lot are criminals.
I need to know what is in Wolverhampton that's attracting these Portuguese players. Like, I need to know what is in West Midlands. What is going on?
George Mendes.
We've got them.
Yeah.
If you get that, might as well get the others. We can get a synergy going on. But yeah, Wolves is a case of they were the better team. They didn't take the chances that.
No, I'm just the better team and just didn't take their chances.
And then Spurs have Harry Kane. They had their thing.
Harry Kane. Was it a nice flick on from Perisic, who made his debut as well. So big up him. Moving on, Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 1.
South London,
Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard. I need Carragher and Neville in Birmingham. I need them in Birmingham. What's going on?
We've got the generation that always the sentiment talk is always Lampard and Gerrard. But see the one that's actually the better one in Vieira. See how man's doing. But no, they want to talk about him. They want to talk about
you know what? You said Vieira. I thought you was even going to say Scott Parker. even he's the better one of those.
Guys, they were grilling hard before this game kicked off. Yeah, they've not done the same thing for Gerrard. You know,
no,
they've not done the same thing,
and they won't. The energy they have for Gerrard and Lampard is severely irritating, which is why with my chest I need them both.
They're boys. It is what it is, man. Who you know, not what you know. But big up Wilfred Zaha, 2 goals for him. I didn't actually see the goals in this game. Were they good goals?
It's got a pen and what was the other one? There's a pen for Zaha. There was who scored the first one?
The first goal was Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa, and then Zaha scored twice.
Yeah,
and then Mateta.
He scored one. Yeah, the build up for the Mateta goal was sick though. Like it was like a Zaha like back kill through the thing, and then Mitchell did a sick one-time pass and the Mateta scored it. It was really good.
Okay, I might check it out. I need to do the roundup. I didn't even watch those games.
Uncle Pat's got the man and ball in it. It's calm.
I saw a video that came out of the Palace players pronouncing their names. Because obviously people are getting their names wrong. I thought that was quite cool. Mark Gurhey told us that it's not Gurhey, it's Gay. So I've been saying his name wrong for about 2 years, even when he's a transfer player.
Every club needs to do that, by the
way. It still makes me laugh about Kofi. Every time I see him, I just laugh. I can't believe
that's insane, you know.
That is insane.
Kofi pronounced his name.
He wasn't there.
I didn't see him, you know. Maybe it was before he joined.
No, but it's even funnier because he's not. There's nothing like this because he's got some granddad who's gone there, and they just named him after Kofi. There's no family.
Kofi Annan.
It's not a Ross Barkley thing where there's a hidden African.
They
there.
just named him that.
Yeah, they just named him Kofi. They just named him Kofi.
Kofi. Wow. Anis, what does Kofi mean?
Means you were born on Friday.
Oh, it's just okay. Fair enough.
It's a day name.
We need to find out if he was born on Friday, because if he wasn't, that's a bit sticky. That's a bit sticky. Okay, moving on. Everton won. Nottingham Forest won. Everton, if they're going to get any points this season, they're going to come at home. And if you're at home to Nottingham Forest and you're not winning, it's scary hours for Frank Lampard. I can't lie. It's scary, scary.
Well, I mean, Dean Henderson saved them again, to be honest. So
Is that how it was?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's Forest, isn't it? Forest are not supposed to be doing this kind of stuff, so I kind of expect them to kind of like be fighting through these games.
I see it as I see it as a promotion team. You know, there's promotion teams that are like on a run and then they just die out halfway through.
It will, because
That's
their
how I
team.
say, yeah.
Because people look at the fact that they've signed like 10,000 players, but they need to sign those 10,000 players. Their team is horrendous.
They did the Fulham.
No, but
This is,
But here's what I'm saying: it's different because Fulham didn't need to. They just spent like mad. Like Forest actively they've lost 20 plus players, and they have still dead. I mean, everyone they just had to.
Yeah, I didn't see this game either, but to see that Damari Gray is getting an equaliser in the 88th minute, like I mean,
I picked Fred assist.
shocking, man. I'm disappointed in Frank. Moving on, probably the best game on Saturday. Fulham 3, Brentford 2. This one I did see. This was an absolute game.
Yeah.
West London derby. It turned out to be something special. Obviously, Fulham went 2-0 up. Brentford pulled it back to 2-2. Ivan Toney is taking the Premier League in his stride, man. He scored a really, really good goal, was disallowed. Didn't stop him. He went and scored an equaliser again. But then Mitrovic dunking at the back post, just like Adrian's used to. Dunking.
Good one.
Yes. I love it.
I'm laughing on the inside.
Hey, Adrian hates losing to Man United. There's one thing I know about him. He hates losing to us. He hates it.
Well, he hasn't had to do much of it for a while. He's not used to it. He's not used to losing like this. Yeah. So big up Fulham. They got the win. Last minute winner for Mitrovic. Big up him, man. Moving on. Leicester 1, Southampton 2. Brendan Rodgers. What is going on? My man Che Adams with the double.
Yeah,
I want Leicester buried. Continue.
And do you know what it is, yeah?
100%.
If Leicester are getting buried, and James Maddison is on a score sheet every week, I can deal with that.
I can rock with it because look, our agenda is here because I'm looking at it and thinking, don't particularly like you, Rodgers. You kind of whatever, but then also you're forcing Vardy. I don't care what anyone tells me. You're forcing Vardy because Iniacho has been the better player since the back end of last season. You're still not
for a long time.
You're still not playing him. He comes on every single time he comes on. It's him that kind of like does something. He maybe not score. He'll get an assist. What's Vardy done? Like, obviously not in general. Obviously he's Vardy, but I'm saying for the end, what's he been doing? Running around trying to get fouls.
Don't say that to Peter because Peter's a big Vardy fan.
No, but again, I'm not disparaging Vardy's career. I'm just saying he hasn't been to the point where he should be starting these games.
He shouldn't be. Not at this point.
He shouldn't be, and it's annoying. And I need Leicester to fail. So when I'm seeing for final day of his girl doing snus on in the stands, and then freaking
was he doing snus?
Not him, his girl was doing something with her mouth and he like snus. I'm just saying it.
Wow, that snus is crazy. You know, people.
All I'm saying is like, yeah, hold it. I need you guys to fail. I need you to fail horribly.
Wow, I didn't think we were going there, but we went there. Yeah, Leicester need ideas.
Eric Ten Hag forgot he was in England. He let out the F-bomb.
Jeff shoes that's a bad up the mandem, you know. It does it in a way where it's like it's very emasculating stuff.
Okay, one more game to get through on the weekend. West Ham 0, Brighton 2. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on with the Hammers?
Yes, Brighton. Yes, come on, Seagulls.
Harry Potter getting the win again.
Go on, Potter.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, guys! The thing is, West Ham, because I watched them in midweek. They had a Europa League qualifier, and
conference.
Is it conference?
The conference.
Conference.
No, you have to qualify for the conference.
Yeah, no one qualifies directly. No one directly qualifies for the conference.
First of all, I have to play in this second-rate tournament where there's more games than the Europa League.
It's third rate.
Yeah, third-rate tournament. I even deep it. The third-rate tournament where there's more games than the Europa League, and now you're making me play qualifiers in what are we? August. We're still in August.
Yeah, they have to qualify to
That's
get
a
into the group
joke.
stage.
But
The only time you actually go into the group stage by losing is if you're in the Europa League playoff.
that's an absolute joke. And basically, what's his name? David
Yeah,
Moyes playing all the big guys.
Abdi, don't piss off Adrian because he will come for you.
Nah, man. Look, if you're a Manchester United fan, you've been slapped by Liverpool 5-0 back to back, 5-0, 5-0, like Michael Laudrup. Yeah, you have to
win.
You have
To win.
Laugh it up, man. Laugh it
you
up.
have to take it. You have to take it.
I can't say anything. My team just lost.
I'm humble. Like I'm happy.
Let me have it, man. Let me have it.
Listen,
The reason I say that is because in that game, yeah, I watched the highlights of that West Ham game in the Europa League, bro. Their front three was Maxwell Cornet, Jared Bowen, and Skamaka up top. I said, this is a trio for the ages. 2-2s now. They come and face Brighton. You've got Mikel Antonio. You've got Raheem, Ben Rama. You've got Jared Bowen. I mean, it's still a competent front three, but the chopping and changing is going to kill them this season, especially in the World Cup year. Like, it's long days for David Moyes.
Going to kill them.
But that's the thing, though.
That's what I meant. Like the chopping and changing from a Sunday to a Thursday. Like it's long days.
That's the thing. The lack of variety is what cost them ultimately in the end of last season. So they needed more bodies.
Abdi says, "Where's the winning energy for Man United when we win? Let's talk about us." We've done a whole podcast talking about you. You bloody moron. We spent like, bro. We spent the whole podcast has basically been a Man United show. And you want us to talk about you even more. But guess what, yeah? I'm gonna go to one of Assad's comments because, you know, we have a top 4 podcast fantasy league, yeah? Normally, we don't spend too much time on it.
I've had a howler.
But this week...
I'm doing the work hard.
Guys, this week, I want to spend a lot of time on it. Do you know why? Because Assad says, how's Oscar top of the FPL fantasy league? Some sheg. I put Williams. You got to stop calling him William Celebrate, yeah? On my bench. 14 points. Thiago Silva, who shipped 3. I've had out.
In fairness, that's your fault. We played
That's your fault.
That's your fault.
That's all your fault. Why is Thiago Silva in your team for starters? Yeah, that's all your fault.
Say, why is Saliba not in your? We played Bournemouth. It made sense to put an Arsenal player in your defense.
Let's go. Let's go. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me remove this comment here. Yeah, let me remove this comment. First of all, top of the tree, we got Reese's set pieces. Oscar. I've had a great week, guys. I've had a great week. Captain Salah got me 14 points. I'm happy. Big up JM in second place. Tahar's in 4th with 66. Guys, I'm gonna scroll down till I see your names. I'm not seeing you in the top 10.
low. I'm like in the 30s.
Guys, I'm not seeing you in the top 10.
I'm horrible.
I had a horrid. Don't worry.
Shout
the thing
out.
is, though, it's early days. That's what I'm saying. It's catchable.
Yeah,
it is catchable.
But you know, obviously, it's always good to get in early, man. It's always good to get an early start.
Oscar's doing an Arsenal winning. Let him enjoy.
Yeah, no, right.
I am doing it, Arsenal.
Exactly.
Shout out to Michael Owalabi. That's my boy from I think his pod's called the Chasers Pod. He was top of the league last week. So let's keep scrolling. Moeen, big up Moeen, who's been on the podcast before. Liverpool fan. I know he's hurting today, so I'm going to laugh in his face. But he's dropped down to 8th. Peter is in 10th place. Who we got? Who else we got? Guys, where are your names? I'm scrolling for time.
The thing is, I'm 33rd, but I'm only 20. I'm only 20 points behind.
My brother Michael is 22nd. He don't even really watch ball like that. Why is he above you, lot? That's crazy.
Good grief.
Because I went for random picks and it failed.
I didn't know I was in that bad.
Hey, Adrian, you're 31st. This is disgraceful.
Well, how many points?
146. Wait, can you not see? Am I scrolling?
No, I can see. No, it's tiny. Is
there no way for me to zoom? Let me zoom in a little bit.
No, I can see it.
I'm having
can
a
see
I can see it because I'm on the fantasy website itself. So
is that better? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Robin,
Listen, brother,
got you there.
that's
145. Lola, you're.
See, I'm literally at 1 point. So I'm just to say that.
David's at 37. Lola, you're 40. Come on. That's that. Lola, you've just made the official chart here. This is when this is crazy. That you've just made the official chart. This is not a good. Not a good first rate.
Sam Lewis, what's happening?
Sam Lewis, yeah. Fulham are winning. He's not paying attention to fantasy. He's just enjoying Mitrovic scoring goals. Fair enough. And then Remy's living life, man. I don't know what Remy's on. But yeah, man, that's it.
It's early days because look, if I get 20 points next week, guess what? I'm in the top 10. So it's not that long.
Taha says, Oscar, there's another league and Real Chris is rock bottom. Well, Real Chris needs to hold that. Assad says, nah, Lola, I presume that Bournemouth would give you a good game because it was 5:30 kickoff away from home, sunny on the south coast.
Why?
Nah, but Bournemouth are meaty though. That's what we got. That's what we got to understand. That's what we got to understand.
But that's like I'm saying. It's like there's certain things like why are you? There's certain things there where if Arsenal would have conceded against Bournemouth, I would have been vexed because I wouldn't see a reason why they'd score. And it's not even on a cocky thing. It's just a case of like I've seen Bournemouth play, and I actually for once have faith in my defense. So it made no sense.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah.
It is what it is. Early days in the fantasy.
It is what it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, who is your player of the week?
You know what?
Oh, come on, man.
I because of the slander he had all the last 2 weeks of his height, and he put on a master performances today. Lissandro Martinez is my player of the week.
You know what, guys? If you guys are just gonna pick players that played for your team, then we're not gonna do this.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, Oscar.
The same player. I said, Saliba was a good one. He played stick and he scored the thing bang over goal. Why can't I pick him?
Because the reason you can't pick him is because Alexander Mitrovic bagged 2 goals.
Okay.
There's others, right? hey, Alan St. Maximin got a hat trick of assists.
Okay.
Yeah,
he was one I was going to pick.
That's a very good shout.
I haven't said picking him. I said, what's wrong with me saying Saliba? He played.
I'm saying, look, yeah, he had a good game. He had a good game last week. Had a good game the week before. We can't be giving him player of the week every time he has a good game. He's got to be outstanding.
Did you give him player of the week last week?
No.
Did you give him the week before?
No, you conceded 2 at Leicester. Why am I giving? Actually, he scored no goal. He scored no goal.
Why not say that a guy who got a clean sheet, played sick, and scored a sick goal is my player of the week?
Do you know what? He's in the running. He's in the running.
Let's
see if he wins.
Alan St. Maximin is a huge shot. He is a player.
I'm just saying my choice.
Alan St. Maximin's a great shout. Wilfred Zaha also back 2. Yeah, let's go for a vote. I'm going to go Alan St. Maximin just because obviously he's against the best team in the league.
Yeah.
And he turned up. Robin, where are you going?
ASM. Mr. Gucci.
Oh, okay. So we're two for ASM.
Rodrigo has been sick, by the way.
Huh?
Rodrigo has been sick.
Bro, this guy scored 4. I don't think he was that great against Chelsea, but he scored 4 goals.
4 in 3 games. Fair enough.
Sensational. The highest performer on fantasy so far.
Man, I'm just picking Saliba.
You still picking Saliba, yeah?
Yeah, it's a democracy. She wants to vote Saliba. She can
go for it, man. Go for it. Some man is still voting Rishi. It's all right, man. Ernest, player of the week. St. Max. AD, what are you saying? Player of the week.
Yeah, man. St. Max balled out.
Yeah, man. He hooped. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the win, but he definitely helped his team get the point.
By the way, how much would he cost?
In this market?
Yeah. I'm just
60.
Again, I'm
60 minimum.
It's just mad when I saw that 90 something for Anthony. It makes me laugh.
Liverpool ain't letting him. I'm sorry, not Liverpool. Newcastle ain't letting him go for 60. You know.
No, they won't let him go. But he asked me how much.
Yeah, what they'd let him go for and what he's valued at is 2 different things.
Different.
No, but she didn't say what his value is.
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying.
She said how much would he cost in a market where they're charging 80 for Fofana, like they're charging the same amount.
But his value, is 60. How much Newcastle?
I think we have to go on what his value is because anyone could, bruv. Some of the release clauses on these Barcelona and Madrid players is ungodly, bruv. Like it's just anyone could go for anything, depending on what the team's on.
That's a fair point. But he gets the player of the week this week. Which team performed the best? Who's getting team of the week? This one could go many ways. Leeds. Leeds. I didn't think Leeds. I was gonna say like either Arsenal or Man United.
I'd say Arsenal biased, but it's Bournemouth. They played very well, but it was Bournemouth, so I'm not going to do that one.
Leeds
say
was the
Leeds?
biggest upset. Leeds was the biggest upset.
But did Leeds play that well?
They played. I think they played well. Where they played, did they play?
They played well enough, yeah.
Fair enough,
Yes.
man. Fair enough.
The result inflates it, but then again, they performed to get that result in it. So I
If
don't know.
Newcastle would have won, obviously it would have been them. But the draw, I'm not doing that for draw. I don't care. I know they played sick, but no.
I'll be real, guys. I'll start the vote here. My team of the week is Manchester United. I think they did exactly what they needed to do to beat Liverpool. That's my team of the week. Robin, who you got?
Oh, I love the boys this week. They did their thing. But yeah, no, it's Leeds. This is just a surprise.
Lola,
Such
what
a
you saying?
surprise.
Yeah, I'm saying Leeds. I think they played well. And they kept a clean sheet. They scored 3 goals. You can't ignore that.
Ernest?
Yeah, Chelsea should not have lost to Leeds. I'll give it to Leeds, man.
Right. Okay. AD, you going Leeds as well?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Leeds doing their things.
All right. Well, barring me, who has my obvious bias, it's a full house for Leeds.
Yeah, it's not.
Congratulations to them. Team of the week.
Yeah.
Goal of the week.
No. I know we don't want to go abroad, but please, can we go to France and look at what Paris Saint-Germain did in the first 8 seconds? Because what a goal that was. I kid you not, when I tell you, I sat down, looked down on my phone, looked up, and the ball was in the net. I said, what happened here?
Have you guys seen what was I going to say? Oh, my train of thought is completely gone. What did you say?
Kylian Mbappe.
What else happened in that game?
Yeah, Neymar got a hat trick.
Messi was flipping Hans Zimmer on the Dark Knight soundtrack. He was absolutely amazing. Neymar is listen, Manchester United fans are the dumbest fans in the world. How you don't want Neymar is beyond me. The guy is magical, man.
Oh,
he's too
brilliant.
good. He's too good.
But like Lola was saying, now we're gonna get good Neymar for a few months because that World Cup is coming.
Falling out for that World Cup.
Did he say this is his last one?
I think he did.
No.
I think
Did he say that?
did you see his documentary? He said he's probably got one more World Cup in him.
I watched his documentary. Yeah, but like
Yeah, but
we
you can
don't
tell-
know. We don't know what's gonna happen in 4 years. Like, I think he'll still be around.
I mean, he'll be 34 with his injury record.
He's like Brazilian. That injuries as well. Because he's not like I don't know. I think this is going to be tough. I always think it's like Brazilians. They have an expiry date in it. They do.
I can't lie. If there's a year for Brazil to win a World Cup, it's this one.
I just don't believe it, Robin. I just don't believe it.
Same. I don't believe it.
They got a good side.
I'm not saying that they're guaranteed to win. I think that they're going to ball. I think they're just going to ball.
Yes, Tahar says we're not doing lot in hype on this channel. So Robin, he's not allowing you to put Mbappe.
I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing it. Not this week, because I'm just saying that goal was insane. The goal was fake. But my actual goal of the week was Trippier.
Yeah, that Trippier free kick was something special. It was really something special.
You know what?
Don't say that. Don't say it.
I'm gonna go rogue. I'm gonna go rogue and say Odegaard's first goal, because Jesus was moving crazy, man. Because literally, man, White plays like not a funny ball, but like it's an awkward ball to controls it, bodies, whoever that defender is. See you later. Quick feet, and then in that situation, a man can get gassed. He picks the right ball, he slides in Martinelli misses, and obviously Odegaard finishes it off. So just for Jesus' work alone, I wanna. I thought he was moving stupid that game.
It's a fair shout. It's definitely a fair shout. Yeah, my answer is Trippier. Ernest, do you have one?
Saliba.
Oh yeah, Saliba.
To be fair, Saliba's goal was brave.
Saliba's goal was
it was nuts.
It was actually very
for the simple fact that for a moment in time it was the winner against Man City. I'll give it to Trippier, because when he scored that goal, I said, "Right, is City actually coming back from this?" Yeah, I thought that goal was amazing.
But yeah, I big up City's like resilience. They really are the best team because I truly thought like,
And you know what?
Like, what's going on?
I was gonna say during the City segment that I was actually more impressed with the comeback than Newcastle's like attack on them. Like City to me did not fumble. Like I mean, they need a lot more or AFCON dons in their midfield, and like Trippier needs to get replaced. But like, yeah, it's City's resilience is nasty. Like they will score, absolutely. So, yeah.
No, but that first after City's first goal, the way Newcastle came back, the way they dominated that whole first half after that goal,
dominated.
Yeah, I thought that was something special. That was something special. Assad says Mbappe is next level. He had every right to barge Messi. Do you see him this week? Assad, you make me sick.
I lie.
There's nothing you can do that can give you the right to barge.
Did you hear what Rudy said?
What did Rudy say?
Rudy was like, "How dare you do that? Yeah, I've not seen a bigger ego than that in football. Does you know when Messi was 22, he'd already got 4 Ballon d'Ors?" I said, "Good Lord, he is taking the piss."
But Ash having Ballon d'Ors, that's crazy,
bro.
What, at 22?
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
I think it's a lot later than that, but yeah.
Even it was still would have been young.
No, I don't think Messi had won 4 by 22.
He definitely had 2.
To be honest, to even have 1 at that stage.
I lie.
Guys, sorry, I was transfixed. Yeah, they've just shown a replay of Milner shouting at Van Dijk.
No, because deep it. We've all seen the replay of that goal, right? Even me, I'm not a
Sancho had the world. He had the world of grass.
Like,
he had the Amazon forest.
I'm looking at Van Dijk. We all have a gender of Van Dijk here about how he just kind of he watches and he stands and he kind of just delegates. What were you doing? You just sat there and watched the man just like pirouette, do a little shimmy, and then.
The same thing he did against Madrid. Same thing. He just watched,
and it wasn't like I'm thinking you weren't. It wasn't like it was a last minute thing. You had time to shift over, mate. You had time. Do you know what happened? This is what happens. Eventually, it's gonna sink in. When you have.
I need to know what Klopp is going to say. I need.
He's gonna say. He's gonna say the grass was dry. That's what he's gonna say.
Well, it was fully raining. It was fully raining.
Well, then the grass was wet.
His excuses like genuinely annoy me.
Yeah, that's too
because Klopp always moves like he has an excuse when he doesn't. This is not 2017, mate. Your team is good now. There's no excuse, bro. Like, nah, man.
Anyway, the downfall of them is going to be fun.
It's going to be sensational. Yeah, SW6, shout out to you, bro. He's back in the building. He says, just tuned in to see the score. United man are smiling. It's been a long time, SW6, since we've seen smiles.
SW6,
I want to be in Ernest's shop tomorrow. I want to. Because the amount of man he trims that are Scousers.
Oh, the Liverpool fans. fans.
I want to be in your shop tomorrow.
Shout out to Baraka, who says Sancho had all the time in the world. He was doing the stanky leg on the penalty spot, just chilling, waiting for the right moment.
It was a clean shot, but I'm just saying it wasn't a hard one. The same reason why I was like slightly different situation, but the same kind of slow motion goal where I'm looking at and thinking you can do better. It's like the Chelsea one where it got a deflection, but it was going so slow, and then Ramsdale let it go in when it was playing Arsenal. It's like when players are taking so long and then their shot is so slow, you have time to stop it. Like,
guys, pause. I'm watching Sky Sports, yeah, and they're showing Roy Keane, Gary Neville, all that, man.
I found this on the web.
Oh my gosh, my Siri keeps going off. Bro, Stormzy has just bopped in and he's having an interview with Gary Neville. What the hell is Stormzy doing? But guys, I promise you, no racismo, yeah? No racismo at all. I promise you, I thought it was Lukaku. For 2 seconds, I said, what on earth is Lukaku doing? Then I clocked it with Stormzy.
Racismo.
I'm far away from the TV.
Hey, Oscar, you're not that guy. Oscar out. Hashtag Oscar out. Oscar,
No, guys, I
out.
saw him come with it. I saw him come with because he's wearing a hoodie as well. He's wearing a hoodie. He's wearing a hoodie. But it is Big Michael. It's Big Stormzy. I don't understand what he's doing there, but they're interviewing him. Congratulations. That's what happens when you headline Glastonbury. You get
No, that's funny. So what? He's doing like a post-match presser.
I don't know what he's talking about, but they're talking. I've got it on.
Wait, so like I genuinely believe that Sky Sports have fully said like just let him go on type thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Sky are trying to become more like the ESPNs and TNTs at some point.
They're trying to get with the YouTubers because what did I see? I saw Flex on earlier today on Sky Sports.
Yeah, Flex.
Flex is regular now. Flex is. I shout out to Flex.
I think it's like
regular now.
They've got the halftime chats and the pre-game chats with the managers. Like they're trying to involve and stuff, which I don't mind because like they're man are boring, so might as well.
Now halftime chats are weird with the managers. Like let the manager go talk to his players.
Yeah, you should be galvanizing your boys.
Hey, did Stormzy come in Yeezys? Good lord.
He's wearing his hood and he's like dapping everyone up and they don't know what to do. It's very awkward.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Does Ricky know what's going on?
He shouldn't have worn that black hoodie, man.
I forget how massive Stormzy is. He's tiny.
Anis, why?
He's too dark, man. Nah.
I didn't know that's what you were gonna say.
Bro, as someone who's part of DSS, there's some jackets that don't compliment your skin, my bro.
Perry, red card.
I don't know, man. As part of the DSS, I always feel like the black on brown makes the brown look more brown because
you gotta wear like a brown. You gotta wear like maybe
cream,
a young beige. Get me?
That's a lilac. Something flagrant and bright. I mean the juxtaposition.
Sensational.
He was towering over them. He's freaking massive. How big he was.
Listen,
I don't know what Raheem's thinking right now.
I've worn triple black in peak summer, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't it, man.
What? Was that a rubber bank? Triple black.
Triple black.
What is this? Okay.
I don't know. I think someone's listening to it. I can hear it back.
Yeah, I can hear it back.
It's me. Well. It's me. Sorry.
No, it's calm. Okay. So I guess goal of the week is Kieran Trippier, right? We've all agreed on that. Moving on, not that guy. I don't know.
Guys, Stormzy's on Sky Sports.
I know it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. That's why I paused. That's why I had to pause. I was like, guys, Stormzy, it's popped on.
Stormzy's on Sky Sports
with Gary Neville and flipping Roy Keane. It's insane.
Bro, Stormzy looks like he just came out of his yard.
Yeah. He looks like he's not meant to be there, but yeah, he's on Sky Sports just chatting with the pundits.
Nah, he just came out the trap.
Another album soon come, man. Soon come. We need another one.
He was not my guy this week.
So I said Nunez is not a guy. What did
Nunez was not my guy.
Tell us, what did you do?
Not just cussing Casemiro for not seeing that. For saying that he's not a good enough player. I was like, you're chatting my ass, man.
For what? I think you cussed Casemiro. Like,
he was saying that he's not an average player. I said, excuse me.
He does. In terms of profile of what it's a. If you don't get De Jong, it's like a different profile. But you can't. Casemiro is like one of the best DMs like
in the world.
Literally,
like, not according to Graham Souness.
Souness is a crackhead. Yeah.
Good lord.
That's crazy.
That's why I draw the. Do you know what crack is? Yo. Good. That's above cocaine.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for not that guy, I'm going to say this player was born on the 1st of March 1992, has the same birthday as me. Not the same birth year, but the same birthday. A very, very talented individual. He started his career at Cherbourg before moving to Marseille B, before moving to Remy after playing for Remy B in 2017. He then made a big move to Rennes, where he had one fantastic season, played in the Champions League as well as Ligue 1. He's made 25 appearances for the nation of Senegal, including winning an African Nations Cup, saving a penalty in the final. In 2020, he made a fantastic move to Chelsea Football Club in which he defied the odds and won a Champions League in his first season, performing some miraculous saves along the way and getting him some acclaim from a lot of fans. Since then, there's been a downward turn in his form. He's been the result of many near post goals, many poor touches in the box, giving the ball away, passing to the opposition, and quite frankly, it's getting out of hand. Now, I'm pretty sure he won this award in April when Chelsea played a Champions League quarterfinal match against Real Madrid, and he inadvertently passed the ball to Karim Benzema, which led to subsequently Chelsea falling out of the Champions League. He's now in charge of the goal for another season. He's been given the reins. Chelsea are not signing a new goalkeeper this season, so he's the number one essentially. And Chelsea go away to Leeds United. We're the better team. We're not playing great, but we're creating chances. Had the opportunities to go ahead. Jorginho plays a harmless ball back to his goalkeeper. Harmless, guys, harmless. There's times when goalkeepers are under pressure. We all know this, yeah? But Jorginho plays a harmless ball back to his goalkeeper. His goalkeeper takes one touch. You're thinking, boot it. Aronson's coming, but Aronson's not even close. He takes another touch. He takes another touch. By this time, Aronson has gained the speed to come close and just nip the ball away from him. Before you know it, Aronson is 2 minutes away from his first ever Premier League goal, and he smashes it home. And it's a gift for Leeds United. Leeds United go on to win the game 3-0, but it all stemmed from that one moment of madness. So for this week, unfortunately, he is my guy. He has been spoken about on his podcast plenty of times. He's a controversial figure on Top 4 podcast, but me, the biggest Mendy defender, I have to give it to him because he had an absolute stinker. He had a howler, and he has to be spoken about. So, ladies and gentlemen, this week, Edward Oscu Mendy, you're not that guy, bro. Sort it out. Bro, what the hell is this guy's middle name? Oscu. Osquue. Bro. I don't even know how you pronounce that, but bro, when I find out how to pronounce it, I will say it properly. And you're not that guy, man. You're not that guy. You cost us this week. And you need to hold that, man. You need to hold that.
The new Captain America.
So like Osuk or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, what's that about, man? What's that about? I don't really understand. But yeah, man, he needs to fix up if he wants to be Chelsea goalkeeper because let's be real, Chelsea will find no way to replace you in January. No way. Man went from unemployment to having one of the best jobs in England. Could go right back. That's what people are saying. Let me just run through some of the big fixtures of next week. The informed team in the Premier League, Manchester United, 12:30 kickoff at Southampton. Robin, you confident?
Yeah, hopefully we see Casemiro come do his thing, run the midfield from the back, defend his boy Varane, give the ball to his other boy CR7, and then we move. But again, we'll see what happens. It'll be a United win.
Let's hope we get some minutes for Maguire in that one. Let's get him back out there.
No, he's off to Stamford Bridge.
He's Manchester United captain. He's Manchester United captain. He's Manchester United captain. The other big game, Chelsea versus Leicester. Obviously, Chelsea need to bounce back from that. I'm going to be at that game. We shall see. Obviously, Leicester in horrible form, but horrible form means that we'll probably give Chelsea a tough time. That's normally how it goes.
Or for Fana play for Chelsea, or will he play for Leicester? We'll see.
I don't think he's signing for Chelsea in a week. I really don't.
Who's playing?
Huh?
Who's the match again?
Leicester City. Chelsea versus Leicester.
You get what deadline's what next week?
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, next.
The only reason Manchester United moved that fast for Casemiro is because they got beaten on the weekend. If they didn't get beat on the weekend, we'll be still talking about Casemiro to deadline day.
Havana will be your player. That one's done.
You think so?
I'll be shocked because that's
the fact that he was out of the squad on Saturday did make me think he's probably coming to Chelsea. Moving on, a team that needs to bounce back from a harsh defeat, Liverpool Football Club. They got Bournemouth at home. Adrian, what are you saying? You feeling confident?
Oh, that's a triple captain skin.
I can't lie. If we don't win this game, then a serious amount of concern.
No, you heard what I said earlier. You heard what I said about playing. If any one of our teams decide to lose or drop points to Bournemouth, shocking behaviour.
Yes. Unforgivable. It's unforgivable.
Okay. Yeah, I think Liverpool will bounce back. I think they will. Manchester City, however, 3 p.m. Bro, all of these games, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, all playing at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Lola, I saw you retweet this week. They need to abolish 3 p.m. kickoffs. I retweeted it too. Disgraceful. Manchester City at home to their bogey team, Crystal Palace.
PMP,
what are we thinking?
All I'm saying is PMP seems to have a thing when it comes to City. So
PMP.
On City, it could be long.
The blueprint on how to take something. If anybody knows that blueprint, it's Crystal Palace.
Hey, you know what? The Palace might have to fall into the stereotypes, innit? They might have to fall into the stereotypes a little bit to get that.
Just muscle.
Just
South London and Manchester. I need Elise to repeat that Bolassi classic at the Etihad. That's what we need.
I need Zaha, needs to just be Zaha and then just go full force at Walker. Just go full force at him.
Yeah, give him the business. But Walker's a tough guy, man. He's fast. Zaha's not as fast as Walker.
Yeah, but he's quick as well, and he's got more muscle. Just barge him and run at him. He's moving Higgy.
No, Walker's got some size to him, though.
Yeah, you're living in the PPP.
I'm not saying Walker's not, because I'm saying the way that City are playing, they're making people play like him.
I hear that.
I would say Zaha, but it's there, innit?
Yeah, because Walker was getting fists up against Maximan, and even Willett giving the business. I hear that still.
But I think what mash up Walker against Maximan was the tech. Like it's the tech, it's the step overs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what Zaha needs to do. That's what Zaha needs to do.
Have the PMP in the midfield versus City's I think it'll be a draw, but I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, this has been a great chat. I'm gonna go Manchester City 4-0. great conversation though. I'm enjoying hypothesizing about what Palace could do. I think Man City are going to batter them still. Assad says, "How's Arsenal Fulham on TV, but City, Palace, or Chelsea, Leicester isn't farcical? They don't want enjoyment. Assad, they just want to give everybody games. They don't want enjoyment.
They want to give all the Americans the games because they get every game on TV, but we don't."
Yeah, man, it's a joke thing. But yeah, that's the next game that we want to talk about. Arsenal versus Fulham. Are we scared, Lola? Mitrovic on the back post. Are we worried?
I think it'll be a worry. I will go again with my 2-0. I think we'll win. I think it'll be a tough. I think 2-0, 2-1 will be a thing, and I think we'll win it.
Yeah,
it'll be a thing where if we kind of do the kinds of things that I think we can, Mitrovic will be an issue, but I think we can keep it out, but if not, it'll be a 2-1 thing.
Yeah, I think Arsenal will concede, but they will win. That's how I see it.
Okay. Taha says Toby is cooking Grizz differently on Big Six.
Oh, fantastic. Toby, if anyone listens to that other Touchline podcast, Toby is wild. If you heard him...
Yeah, he's wild. He's so wild.
When I was listening to it when it was Spurs versus
Chelsea, yeah.
He was moving... Like wow.
I listened to Touchline on the way to work, bro.
Dude.
That episode, he was going mad because obviously he's big on this Conte is better than Tuchel thing.
No,
and I agree with Tobes on that one. I think Conte is better.
I think Conte is better, but I'm saying Toby is the biggest passion man I've ever heard in my life, and the reaction. He was spirit bomb
to the goals,
transformation levels of, and the thing is he's tonk. When you see it as well, it's terrifying.
But do you know what it is? Normally, I would go at him, but it's Chelsea versus Tottenham. They scored a last minute equaliser. I'll be doing the same the other way around. So I feel it. Assad says free, except for that time when he left the North London derby in a cab.
Yeah.
No ratings for that. No ratings for that. Assad says 3-1 Arsenal. Saka needs to turn up. He's letting my FPL down. Saka ain't really done anything for the past 3 games, but
nothing terrifying. It's one of the ones where he hasn't played bad enough that I'm going to be like, I'm worried. It's just not kind of like lit up. Yeah.
I think look, Saka, like you could say that about Saka. You can also say that about him and Son. But
Son has been good, but again, we know he's gonna. So it's like one of those.
this is it. But this is my issue. Sorry to bring it back to Chelsea, but this is my issue when I look at my own club. Like you've got wingers. Like Saka's gonna get double figures this season. Son is gonna be close to the golden boot this season, like he was last season. They have poor games. They're able to iron it out, work it through, and rely on other players to get the wins. And then when we all know Saka's going to come into form and he's going to have a period where he scores 4 and 4. We know that time is coming. Yeah. So just ride it out. I feel like with our young players, like Pulisic just never gets a run of games. Hudson-Odoi never gets a run of games. They never get opportunities to fail. And I feel like it hampers young players, man.
I'm Cho, though. I'm over here. I like him.
Huh?
It's Cho. If you're letting him go, come decide.
Look, if Cho goes to Arsenal under Mikel Arteta, all I'm going to say is, if you see me wearing Adidas, mind your business. If you see me in Adidas, if you see me dressed like the Piccadilly line, in that, mind your business. Mind your business, yeah? That's what I'm saying. Mind your business. Assad says, bro, Arsenal could be getting net of 50 million, and we're spending that money on Gordon. If that happens, I'm telling them this manager. Assad, why are you not there already? Why is the link? Why is the link not enough for you to be there already? It's a job.
But is that on? I thought Wolves were saying no. If that makes sense.
I heard they wanted around 50. So if that's true, I'm shocked by the way. But if that's true,
50,
wow.
yeah, I was gonna say 50.
Apparently, what they're saying is that we offered below that, and then there's a whole thing. But apparently, we were looking around 50, 60, which I'm thinking for Neto, cool, run it.
Yeah.
Taha says, Oscar, did you see what the tweet I at the guy nonsense calling you casual because you're spitting about Trey? Yeah, that guy called me a casual. I didn't know who that guy was, but he had like 2,000 followers. So he's obviously got his own following. But yeah, man, I tweeted about Cho this morning saying that Chelsea's best attacking performances have come when he's at left wing. When I hear it, didn't hear it. I'm happy. I gave receipts, and the truth is, I could have gave more. I had more in the tuck. So it is what it is, man. Big up to Har, man. He was in the comments defending me, man. Big up him. Baraka says, I'm low-key tired of Tuchel and his rubbish talent ID. Baraka, I'm there. Shout out to SW6 who says, the memo remains, bring me the ballers. Yes. That's what Baraka's thing is as well, bro. The talent ID is poor. Get the ballers in and play them in the right positions and we move. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some bad news for you all. Or it might be good news. I don't know. But Super Sunday this week is terrible. Like, all the big teams are playing on Saturday. It's absolutely shocking. We've got Aston Villa versus West Ham, which is a decent game. It's not even on TV. So, no, it's 2 o'clock, not televised. So, what's the point of that? Wolves versus Newcastle is the 2 o'clock game, which is meh. I won't be watching it. And then the 4:30 game is Nottingham Forest versus Spurs. Again, I'm not watching Spurs away. Who cares?
That game is Spurs will win.
Who cares? Who cares? Guys, go to Carnival, go to a barbecue, go see your friend, go to church. Don't bother with that weekend of that Sunday of football anyway.
Do you think that's why they did it?
Right, Carnival.
You know what? The Viz are going to go down anyway.
No, because I remember the best carnival ever. There was a carnival day. I think it was on Monday. 8 p.m. on Monday, Spurs slapped Man United at Old Trafford. I'll never forget it.
No, wait, when that lockdown?
When are Palace playing?
No, it was Carnival.
Palace playing on Saturday.
Palace are playing on Saturday against Man City.
All the teams that have the people that you know are going to be at Carnival, they game.
That's a fact. You know Sancho is making the trip.
I'm sure Antonio would have been there otherwise.
And Rashford. Sancho and Rashford will be there. I can't make it. Oh, bad thing.
SW6 says catch me at Carnival. Yeah, man. I know you will catch SW6 sipping a red stripe. Abdi says, guys, I'm off. Big up all you guys. Good to be back. Perfect way to return with a win over the Scousers. See you next week. Should United win? At least you've let us know. At least you've let us know that if United lose, you're not going to be back here. But yeah, man.
If they don't win, he's not coming back.
So we're going to see him like 13 times this season. Okay.
Adrian's mad. Okay, let's let Adrian calm down.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much all I've got. Unless anyone has anything else to say. Assad says, there's midweek games. It's mad. I've never seen midweek games in August. Yeah, I know, but
Are they?
Yeah,
So
midweek
Monday,
games.
midweek games. So after Carnival, midweek games.
So obviously, Monday, we're gonna do a pod next week, Monday. But then from that, there's games on Tuesday. Chelsea plays Southampton that Tuesday. Then the Wednesday, Arsenal play Aston Villa. Good game. Liverpool play Newcastle. Man City play Nottingham Forest. Thursday, Leicester versus Man United. So next week, the midweek games are lit. This week is a chill week, but next week is midweek. Yeah. SW6 says, Abdi back from the dead. Yeah, 100%. All right. Thank you for watching Top 4 Podcast. I haven't done any housekeeping this episode. I've been so bad. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching still, please like the video. Please subscribe. If you haven't seen, we've got a bunch of other videos on the channel. Top 4 Podcast Extra Time, where we're in the studio filming content for you guys. Yeah, some real good stuff in there. Some real good stuff. And also the TikTok channel is live, so follow us on TikTok at Top 4 Podcast and on Instagram at Top 4 Podcast. Luckily, we have the same handle everywhere, so
on the Twitter,
it's easy. It's easy to follow.
Podcast.
Top 4 Podcast. But you know us. You catch us on YouTube. We're live here every Monday, 8 p.m. And then the videos come on throughout the week, recorded videos. So yeah, check those out. Robin, have I missed anything?
No. I was thinking, are we here? There's a Monday where we won't be here.
Yeah.
So just calm down. So just look at that. But
no,
yeah,
we're
let
here.
you know.
We're here next week, but I think the first Monday in September, we might be taking a little break for that for that episode. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. Next week we're here though, Monday 8 p.m. until further notice. Abdi says, Adrian, leave me alone. I received hella beatings last season. Caught it from all angles. I deserve a break.
You run away.
I hate you, my bro. I hate you.
Adrian ain't as big as I thought, you know. How tall are you, my G? Do you know what, Adrian?
What?
You said that you did this. You did this yourself. Because on Top 4 Extra Time, you told everybody your height. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm Premier League. I'm Premier League proven. I could play in the Premier League. That's how tall I am.
Yourself. Yeah.
Play in the Premier League.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it. Top 4 Extra Time. We spoke about Man United's. What was the title of the video? Man United's.
Who's to blame?
Who's to blame for Manchester United? Yeah. So Peter, Ernest, and I think David discussed that one. So check it out. But thank you all for watching. Until next week. Peace.